Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Arcane Adventures in Andromedus. I'm your GM Carrick, and I will be murdering this party maybe today. I don't know, we'll see. Um, you guys know the drill at this stage. I have a few things I need to read to you, contractually obliged and all that there. The other lads have me at gunpoint to make me do this. So, tonight's episode is sponsored. No, oh, wait, actually, no, bad start. That's not what I'm at gunpoint to do. Just reading blurbs in general. I'd rather just get into it. You know how it is. But tonight's episode is sponsored by Hidden Folk of the Feywild, a new creation by Brambleheart Games, who is the mind behind Fey Earth. For those of you who are not familiar with Fey Earth, we do have a playthrough of that, kind of a playtest of that system here. I don't know if it's on our YouTube channel, but if it is, definitely go give it a look, and I will link it after the stream if so. Hidden Folk of the Feywild is a labor of love spanning 10 years and is filled with an obscure Fey and magical creatures from European folklore, some of which might appear tonight. It is the perfect supplement for your 5e games if you want to explore the Feywild, sorry, or just add some magic and mystery to your world. Follow the link in our Twitch chat to be notified when the Kickstarter goes live. It'll be popping up fairly periodically. Um, so, our Patreon is also live. You can head over there by clicking the link in chat. Depending on the tier you'll choose, you'll get original monsters, magic items, maps to use in your games each month. Maps are made by Kate here. It's at It's Map IRE on all socials. Oh, okay. We are actually apparently no longer sponsored. Sorry, my blurb is out of date. I should have updated that. But you know what? Check out Hidden Folk of the Feywild anywhere is. They are a good group and they make some great stuff. There and I do have some of their monsters there to kind of show off there tonight. That's my bad, guys. I apologize. But yeah, no, our Patreon has some awesome stuff on it there. I know Dave has recently thrown some maps by Kate that were used in either the Software Saga or one of his plethora of one shots that are never one shots there. So definitely worth checking out and having a look there. There's some good stuff. We've also got some discounts on commissions from It's a Map and Zorp's Art. You get early access to our podcasts. And then yeah, so there's a few load of good shit on there. I strongly recommend it. Like I despite working as a member of EC, but sub to our Patreon because the level of quality of stuff you get there is just great. Especially like cannot speak enough that how much I would be raging if I had to wait an extra week for each podcast there because they're awesome at the moment. So speaking of that, we do have a $1 tier available as well for those who'd like to show their support. And fear not, you can also give our Patreon a follow and get the free items there as well if you're trouble. Our first Call of Cthulhu podcast, No Silver Linings, by Mark Corrigan, is currently available in its entirety on Patreon and podcast platforms. And his current campaign, which is a D&D campaign, which is returned, The Violet Madness, is currently going up bi-weekly. It's up to episode 7 on streaming platforms, with episode 8, I believe, having just recently dropped on Patreon. The party returned to the relative safety of... Oh, sorry, wait, I am reading my blurbs all wrong today. Sorry, guys. I'm having one of those events. The heat is getting to me. So, kind of flash forward there as to what's coming up. We have a returning game. Candlekeep, which has been on hiatus for quite a while, is returning for potentially a while, potentially a one-off. We're not really sure just yet. But the party has returned to the relative safety of the books in the Candlekeep library. But what lurks in the shadows of the shelves in their cellar? Knowing our GM rep, probably some nasty stuff. He is a master of the rules and knowing everything there is to know about 5e. So he definitely has some interesting stuff cooked up. So in regards to that there, following that on Tuesday coming, we do have Shadow Dark. Now, I don't have a blurb for Shadow Dark, so just do make sure to tune in. I know Ben has some interesting stuff going on there as well. So, without further ado, I'm going to pass these around to the table, get our players to introduce themselves. I'm going to go in kind of downwards order. So, up first we have Kate, or It's a Map, playing Kiva. Might be muted.
Kiva, who I am playing, is a seemingly innocent monk with a hidden deadly past. Once a loyal disciple, she now hides from her former order, masking her lethal skills behind a gentle exterior. The roles were not with me last time. Though she yearns for peace, her past relentlessly haunts her, pushing into battles with those who wants to call her friend.
Yeah, following that, we have Keen playing Arthur.
Hi, I'm Keen. I'm playing Arthur Kane, who revealed last session that the very good accent that he was doing, so convincing, very convincing, was actually fake the entire time. He's lying. He's no longer lying about most things.
Most things.
Most
Yes.
things.
Up next, we would have Alara playing. Kira or Freya Raven probably playing Alara. But unfortunately, she's taken a step away for a while just to focus on college and life and all other things. So I will be piloting Alara in combat for today. Up next, we have Paddy playing Buddy.
Hello, everyone. Paddy is my name, and unsurprisingly, I come from a very long line of Paddys. Tonight, I am playing Buddy Solo, a half-elf druid who has been on a downward spiral until recently, when he found this. Well, I'll just call them a group of people, I suppose. I don't have any other adjective for them just yet.
Miscreants.
And he seems to...
Miscreants is the term the people around town have started to use for them so far.
Yeah, there's something likable about them. Not sure what that is just yet, but yeah, he's just at a loose end and tapping along to save his village at the moment.
Yeah, and last but definitely not least, we have VPI playing Max.
Hello, yes, I'm VPI. I'm playing Max.
Okay.
Now Max is a wonderful barbarian, very strong, very tall, lovely mane of mulleted, blondie brown hair. It's everything you could ever want in a man.
And is a completely original character that's not inspired
Yes.
by anyone else.
No one else at all
No,
in
would never be
media
the case.
or
Never
otherwise.
be the case. So guys, kind of the flashback to last session. So kind of as Arthur mentioned, a lot of secrets were put on the table. Our party kind of had a bit of a heart-to-heart after slaying a group of goblins through some fairly creative means, which earned them, quite a bit of inspo. So I think anyone who may notice, there is 5. I think everybody here has a point of inspiration, which we didn't have, I believe, at the end of last session. So due to the level of RP, I've rewarded them, as their parties kind of had a heart-to-heart and kind of, got to know each other a bit better. Not everyone shared, but not everyone had to. I think the discussion was enough to, I think, breed a level of trust in the party that was kind of starting to lack. And it seemed to have stemmed from the fact that Kiva is now, unfortunately, a bit too aware of the name of this demon that seems to be plaguing the Verthorn Valley that has the cult arriving. There's a bit of a realization that the more information that they gather about this thing, the more danger they may be in. So how the party are going to handle that, well, you're just going to have to keep watching and find out. So we left off there. I think the party had taken a long rest there, or about to. So I'm happy to say that you guys have gotten your long rest.
Lovely.
And you're gonna have to set out in the morning. So you're pursuing the Manticore. So kind of to set the field, like as you kind of wake up and the sun crests the hill, they're kind of beginning to hit directly on where you're camping, shining through the tents. If you set up tents, it was a clear night, so some of you may have just been in bedrolls, just kind of chilling under the sun in the ruins, or not under the sun, the moon.
No, I 100% set up my massive tent.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Arthur, for those who don't know, has a way too big tent to be practical, and he makes Max carry it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, kind of as it kind of crashes and like the sun kind of hits above the thing, I will say the smell of dead goblin is not great. What are you guys doing as you first wake up?
Rolling up my blanket,
Look around.
tucking it into my bag.
Yeah. So, Kiva, if you look around, as before, there were a few extra quills sticking out of some of the how would you say? Shrubbery, trees, bushes. Sorry, my brain is just not firing on all cylinders today, guys. So they seem to be wickedly long and nasty, kind of darts of almost steel-like material. Like, you're aware that this comes from a creature and isn't naturally forming, but it's weird to think that something could just grow this on its body. Like, it feels like a metal of sorts. And at the end of them, as like if one of you were to pull it out of the trees, there's this nasty looking barb that looks like it'll do a lot more damage coming out than it would have when it comes in.
That doesn't look good.
Can I get a
I'm assuming we did like watches and stuff. Was there any?
Yeah, there was nothing during the night. Kind of, it was calm enough night. I think there
There's
in
no
that
tracks
regard.
or anything.
No tracks around at the moment.
Was there any Manticore poop?
Do you want to make me a survival check or even an investigation check?
Survival, please.
Yeah.
Yes. You are a druid, I will say you might be able to find it.
23.
Well, yeah, with that, after a while, I think you have to go about 5 minutes into the tree. Maybe you yourself are going for your morning, you dig a hole kind of in the bushes, and you kind of you find a mound. Stinks a bit, and you're immediately like, this is a bit too big to be a normal woodland animal.
Yeah.
And can I get it? Can I also? So that's 23 survival, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with that, I'm also going to give you. It looks a bit bigger than what you'd expect from a manticore.
Okay. Let me see. I will.
There are more quills and the likes kind of in the branches and trees nearby, as if it kind of walked through, maybe some detached.
When you say bigger, does it look like I don't know, like a, what would you call it, mother of a brood, or more than one manticore's emissions?
No, it looks like one large pile of poo.
Okay.
It's
I'm
hard
thinking,
to say really, like it's shit,
would we use this to give ourselves advantage on stealth looking for it?
by rubbing it all over yourself.
Yeah.
For me.
You're more than welcome to try.
On the stick, have a pooey stick waving around.
Buddy, I think, Buddy's definitely right. So he'll take two handfuls.
It's a bit of a druidy thing to do, so I think,
Across the eyes, across the forehead,
Can you
down
give me
the
a
front.
Constitution saving throw as you do that? It's a low DC. You're a druid. You've done this before.
Let's see.
I can't.
Has he?
I can't find
That must
poop
smell
on a stick.
19, you're fine.
In the inventory.
As you do that, you're like, but you're fine.
Yeah.
It smells, and I will say, people smell him before they see him as he comes back to camp.
Oh my god.
Buddy, I'm saying this in the nicest way possible. Why do you smell like shit?
Well, I smell like shit because I'm covered in shit.
Do you want? Thank you for the explanation and thank you for making it so concise. I'm going to ask why.
Well, it's logical. It's very logical. This is manticore poop,
Okay.
and the last thing a manticore, when it smells it, it's not going to smell me. Believe it or not, it's going to smell the poop.
So it's
That's
going to
wonder why
smell
its poop is
another.
haunting you.
Yeah, it's going to smell either another manticore approaching it. Now,
Oh, that's a good point. It could be.
Yeah.
I'm. They're rare enough. Kind of. I'd be hoping this would be the same one.
yeah, are they red?
Pretty
Now,
rare.
I'm asking you. I don't know about manticores. I don't know about animals, honestly. But are they rare because they constantly try and fight each other, or are they rare because they don't fuck very often? Because either way, I think being smelling like a manticore might end in a prickly situation.
It's too late to rub it off now, really, isn't it?
It really isn't. It really isn't. There is. We will divert to go to a river so that you cannot smell like shit.
I will say mechanically, I'll give you advantage on stealth around the manticore. I give you disadvantage. Actually, no, not even just disadvantage. -5 on any stealth rolls for anything else until you wash this off.
I think Buddy is gonna be like, listen, it's not for everyone, but I'm in touch
No,
with nature.
it's not. It really isn't.
Get down and dirt. Your father would hate this. You should try this. This would really piss him off.
No, we're not using reverse psychology. Okay. I do hate. Okay, we're not. I'm not. Just because my dad doesn't like it doesn't mean I like it.
Hey,
Okay.
welcome in, Happy Raptor.
He likes a lot of nice whiskeys. I also like those whiskeys. He doesn't like getting stabbed, and I also don't like getting stabbed. We have some connections.
Have you seen the size of those spikes? Because I wouldn't like getting stabbed by them, and this, I think, is going to help me.
I'd say they're about as long as the tip of your each individual spike is about as long as the tip of your like index finger to the base of your palm, like on the average sized hand.
Well, my plan is to stab him first, or stab it first. There. Yes.
Well,
I would say
Did you see which direction the Manticore went?
did I, Carrick?
you'd have a.
Do you want another roll?
Dave, I don't get the no. You would have, Dave. I don't get the joke there. I'm not sure if that's something you can explain in Twitch. So, but yeah. So essentially, yeah, you got the feeling that the Manticore was heading sort of. If you're looking at the map, I suppose north is north. So it was heading in a northerly direction through the woods, and then you would have seen it like a trail of quills, and it vanished as there was a slight clearing, so it probably took off into the air.
Okay.
You'd get your best guess with 23 survivals. It's heading north.
It's heading, generally speaking, north. I mean, if the smell is really bad,
which is deeper into the woods.
I'm happy to stay ahead of you guys a little bit if you want.
Depends which way the wind is blowing.
Dude, they'd be standing downwind.
No,
That's
do you
why.
want? Why don't you just like stay to the side, okay? And you can let us know if something's happening, something's wrong. I don't know, do a bird call or something.
Okay, Buddy'll take that. He'll his eyes will narrow a little bit, and he'll mumble. That's a very noble-esque thing to say. He'll kind of half say to himself, and he'll say, "No
do
problem."
I hear that?
What's your passive?
What is my passive? That is a good question. I should have opened my character sheet. It's only 11.
Yeah, you don't hear that.
Okay. Yeah. Buddy doesn't care whether you do or not. And
Yeah.
So Buddy will say, "That's grand. I'll stick it about, we'll say, what, 10 o'clock to your 10 o'clock, I suppose, if that makes sense." And
Perfectly reasonable, yes.
move north at that as the group moves north,
Yeah.
if they do.
Yeah, no, you kind of get your. If you're going to start your journey, Alara protests a bit about the shit, but you know she'll eventually kind of be like fine. And yeah, as you kind of make your way, I will say, Buddy, at this point you do realize that you're heading in the direction of a hunter's lodge that would be set up in this woods.
Okay, well that would seem like a good place. If I knew that, I would say to the other guys, I'd say it might be worth checking out.
Mhm.
There's a hunter's lodge here.
Yeah, it's about another hour further into the woods. Like this is like it's a small forest per se, but it's still a big enough chunk of land. Like, you know, small forest for like, you know, olden day standards. You know, still a lot of it has not been developed in this valley yet. So I'm gonna kind of take you over to the map as you continue on, if that's what you are doing. And we're gonna drop you on to the next map. Once again, made by myself using Incarnate, because Jay and Peku didn't have anything that fitted. So give me 1 sec here.
Always. And if there's any fresh signs of the Manticore, I'll bird whistle to the group and just go stealth and then at that point.
Roll 20 is just loading like crazy for right now, so bear with me. Doesn't seem to want to do its job. I'm gonna reload. Yeah, so like I'll kind of while it's low, yeah, it's being a bit slow. It's just reload the page over and over. There's a few assets on it. That's probably why. I'm going to place you in on the map now. I will say you are still a bit off. You see what you see from that distance, and I'm going to get you to when you do. I'm going to get you to make a stealth check for me if it would just work. Okay, no, not working. We 1 sec here. It's not letting me copy and paste this. I'm just gonna drag these out. So the map is probably black now because there is dynamic lighting. So
saw it for a split second.
yeah, give me 1 sec here, guys. Sorry about this. I swear I am a professional guy. Chat.
Just because you're a professional doesn't mean you're any good. There's a lot of people get paid.
Whoa.
I'm not saying that specifically to you. I'm not saying specifically to you, but there's a lot of people who get paid and they're very bad at their job.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, yeah, no, I see how it is.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
You aren't exactly where you are. You're probably about 30 or 40 so feet off map. As you kind of come in this way.
Coming in at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, so be about there. It's a movie's all kind of move. If you all want to move up to where Buddy is, can you all see?
Yes, I can also see 2 maxes.
Yeah, I'm fixing that as we speak.
That's correct. Yes.
Oh.
As intended.
It's actually not Max. It's why can I not
brother.
think of
Zam.
Max's brother?
Maximilian?
Mix.
Yeah.
Mix.
So
Yeah.
Mix and Max.
what you see as you kind of come in from
Min.
that side, you kind of come out of clearing and in through the woodlands, I suppose, and you kind of start to see and hear goblin voices arguing and chattering away. Many of them seem to be wearing the same color and standards as the goblins you fought the night before.
Are there all?
I
I'm gonna whisper
I just want to say I don't want to stand this close to Buddy.
You're off
it
map.
stinks.
I just kind of threw you in at
Yeah,
the side.
I'm not good. I can't. It fucking stinks.
I will ask everyone to roll a stealth check, please.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy at
Yay.
disadvantage with a -5.
Okay. Decisions go back to me. Stealth, here we go.
Oof.
-5.
Oof.
Disadvantage,
Yeah.
that's 1 dead, is it?
God,
With a-
we all suck. Apart from
Great.
Max.
So
Big barbarian.
they
rolled
seem
an
to have
18
not
on stealth.
noticed you per se yet, but you do hear faintly, "Oi, what's that fucking smell? Oh, which of you fuckers didn't bury your shit?"
Buddy, is there always this many goblins
Can I-
at your hunter's lodge?
No, there isn't. But fucking,
gonna start-
and he's
just
coming.
go-
I'm going to do a Manticore call. That's why from the trees. I'm going to try Manticore call.
What role would that be? Performance, I'd say.
Perform
Yeah.
or nature. You could argue nature.
Yeah, you could argue nature if you're better at nature.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try nature. Let's see. Here we go. Come on.
Or if you were being a dick, you could say nature to try and performance to see if you do
But
it properly, and then nature to see if you get the right one, right animal.
Nah, that's too many rolls.
Too
A
many
10. I'm going to give him a.
Have I got a boon?
You do?
You do, yeah.
I'm gonna use one of those. Just before you even tell me what I've got. Hold on. D4. 12. Whoa.
Okay. So he has to be at 12 in this intelligence check. No, he doesn't. He's like, huh? Oh, fuck, it's back! It's back! And he starts running into the house.
Don't think that was as helpful as you thought it was. Good plan though. Good idea.
Do we go in? Our friends here are supposed to be here?
Normally, it's kind of a place where the hunters would hang out.
So at this stage, you do see a hobgoblin now, just kind of walking and lumbering towards the staircase, and he kind of takes a position.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's fair to assume there's no hunters in here, or these goblins wouldn't be alive.
So we're going to have to. I kind of look at Alara for a second. We're going to have to kill them all. Okay.
Or we could go around them.
No, they have the same banner as the ones we just met. They're spreading the words of the entity.
He was asking if this is their gaff. This is a hunter's lodge that has seemingly been overrun by goblins.
Okay, well let's just get them then.
We have, if they're allowed to continue spreading the message of the entity, then we're going to have a problem. Okay. So also just don't listen to whatever they say, please. Actually, I'm gonna take out two. I'm gonna take like a piece of my shirt and rip it into 2 things. Kiva, can you put these in your ears?
I mean, I can. Why am I putting them in my ears?
I have the feeling the more you specific, I think you're the illness.
Because I
might be
heard
getting to
stuff
you.
before, isn't it?
Yes.
You've
I think
all
it might
heard.
be
So
getting-
I will say you've all heard stuff before. So
Sorry,
I'm not saying it's meta knowledge, but like I don't think it's obvious that Kiva has been affected yet.
Then, yeah, sorry, I actually can't remember if
Yeah.
I had caught that yet. So if that, then we'll go back.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of that. Perfect. I think I think I remember I was getting suspicious, but not that suspicious
Yeah.
yet. So yeah, we'll throw that back. Okay.
But to be fair, you were also getting affected until certain events transpired. So
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You shoot him then.
Would I know if there's a back door that would give us a surprise?
There's windows.
Okay.
You can open. There's window. Like there's. It's a single story building. You could pry open a window.
Our stealthy barbarian should lead the way.
I think the rogue would be better at that. You know.
No, I'm not built for stealth.
Um,
I'm a smart
How do we
smuggler.
just try and shoot that guy at the door? They won't. Although if you don't
Yeah.
get him quickly, he'll shout.
I'm going to, yeah, do you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to aim and shoot. So I get advantage. I should.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Can I ready one to let it off straight after him?
It'd be outside the range of a dart, like as you aren't.
On a short.
if you-
What? No, sorry.
short bow, yeah, you could. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
allow it.
Could we?
So yeah, we're trying to get these shots off more or less at the same time, I think. Actually,
Yeah.
we should be trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could I join in with a slingshot as well?
I'd say what's the range of the slingshot? You know.
Oh Jesus, I don't. I'll give you a second. Should be quite big. Sling. Do. Be nice if we could knock him out. Give me 1 second here. Of course, doesn't. He can tell me.
I've got
I'd
three
say it's
short
probably
swords
about
and
30
a
feet.
Maybe I don't have a
Ah,
short bow.
Jesus. Hold on now.
Your
Range.
darts last I checked, Kiva.
30,
yeah.
30 to
I
120.
take out. Yeah, I'm going to take out my short bow because I also have a long bow. And be like, okay, here you go. Do you have any? Do you have any arrows?
Yeah, I have that one with the funny runes on it.
Okay, no. So you're gonna. And I give her 5 arrows.
Yeah. Yeah. Make sure you knock that off your total. Kiva, add
Yeah.
5 arrows to your sheet and just keep track.
Yeah. Okey-doke.
Okay.
Actually, I've
Yeah.
got it.
So, what I'd say is, Paddy, you'd have disadvantage with the sling at your current range. Well, unless you've moved
I'll leave it. I'll leave it.
65 feet. Yeah, unless you move, but like you might get caught. You can roll. You can definitely roll to hit. I will say, he's heavily enough armored. You can see from there. So just deal with that information what you will.
Yeah.
He's wearing heavy armor. He is wearing heavy armor. Well, no, heavy leathers. Like they're padded leathers. Like
I
sturdy.
can't
Yeah.
get the short bow to go onto my jogging hoodie. Can I just roll?
Oh, you should be able to drag it in for you. Give me 1 sec.
Yeah, thanks. There's like 3 short swords if you could delete one of those even.
You probably just have picked up 3 short swords over the time.
Maybe I have.
Yeah. Short bow.
Oh yeah, I have 2 short bows for some reason. Okay.
You might be
Two
dragging in
left.
the basic rules 2024 version. That seems to be causing a lot of issues.
Okay.
Seeing what everyone else seems to be doing and preparing ranged weapons.
Yeah, it's doing the same thing for me actually. I'll just have a short bow.
Maybe monks can't use them. I don't know.
They can. Dex plus. What's your dex modifier? I'll just do it manually. Plus 4,
Okay.
plus
Yeah.
4 plus 2. Dex plus 6.
Ah,
Range.
Max, you
is-
seem to be having your thinking face. What are you thinking?
Can I might be having a shit as well. I don't know. It's the same face. This is all whispered, so it's. I know we're still a little distance away, but give me a minute. Hold on. And what I want to do, if it's potentially still part of my stealth, is I'd like, ideally, if I show you what I'd do, is sneakily head up to this wall here and press myself up against it in a sneaky way.
You should have one there now. I will need you to roll stealth again if you're getting that close. You should have
That
a
is
short bow there now, Kiva.
That is terrible asking a big
I
barbarian
said
to
it
roll
Why is it
first.
stealth.
plus
14.
12? You should not have plus 12 on that. That should be plus 6. 1 sec.
no worries.
Dex plus 2.
Just 8 now.
Dex plus proficiency. Yeah, that seems about
That
right.
seems to be it. Okay.
Okay, so Max, what did you get on your stealth there? 14.
14.
Let me check
I will
this guy's
army
passive
crawl
is.
my way.
When we see him starting to do that, will we let off the arrows?
I'll tell you, I've
Um,
sort of kind of.
No, I think
Don't know. Hold on.
Let's wait.
yeah.
Wisdom plus 10.
I think it's
plus-
good for
plus
his
proficiency
self-esteem
bonus
if
would be
we
12.
go along with his plan.
Yeah, Max, you seem to get there. Nothing has seemingly noticed you yet.
I'll
Okay,
put
so
thumbs up. Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Now I do like oh, how do I do a treat? I'm like this. I'm like this. 3, 2, 1. And let it off.
Yep, rolled it.
And I'll let mine off. Oh god. And then please let me do better than that after slagging you. 50. You do have inspo.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna use one of my.
I will say both of those miss. Unless you
Both
want to
of
use...
them miss.
Yeah.
Can I
I'm
use a
gonna.
boom? Would a
Yeah.
boom get it?
A boom will get him in your case, Kiva.
Sweet.
Potentially, if you roll two. Your boom will not get him in your case, Arthur. So your longbow shot just goes wide and goes into the side.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay.
Damn it!
Kiva, yeah, unfortunately, yours just sails south and embeds itself in the door. And this guy swings around and now sees where...
Can't hear you. Gary?
You've been muted, or
you got.
cut
But
off.
I will need you all... What's happening?
You went away for a
Internet,
second. We hear you now,
no.
though.
Okay.
back.
Yeah, my internet connection is apparently unstable. Sorry, guys. I will need you all to roll initiative, please.
God damn it.
Woo.
There we
I
go,
wanna
trying to
change
make
the music
plans.
to, let's say Witch Mountain for once. I haven't used that in a while.
There was an attempt.
There was. I'm proud of us.
Yeah.
We made a plan. It went wrong.
Yeah, your plan worked last time, so you know.
Oh, mother of God.
Move the map so the stream can see.
Never roll a good initiative.
There we go.
I have like a +7 to my initiative, and I still roll dog shit.
I hope I cleared the turn order actually. I did, yep. Sorry guys, the music is just not cooperating. Roll 20. I'd love if you just, did your thing properly.
The thing you're supposed to do.
Yep.
See, I'll put it here, I guess. Up here.
Okay, there we go.
No, that's too far.
Play. Sack off Dark Matter.
Very
So,
cool.
I will need Alara to roll initiative as well. I forgot I was playing her.
No healing goblins, Dave. Don't let me come downstairs.
That. Okay, that's not Goblin Scout. Goblin. No, there's no goblins. They're all goblins. Oops.
Oh,
That's, yeah, they're the ones from the last session. Alright, that's good. Yeah, okay. And I'm just gonna start getting the others into the initiative order. We're just gonna sort descending. And Kiva, you are up first, and I will add others in because they have not necessarily noticed yet as they go.
I will. 65. Okay. I will run as far as I can.
Well, not one. Nasty.
45 to there.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Wrong. 2. Why am I clicking the wrong thing? There we go. That's 45, and then from there, I'm just gonna give him a stern look and throw a. Or actually, no, I'll try the short bow again. Second.
And just make sure you subtract 2 from what you roll, because I accidentally doubled your proficiency on it.
Well, that's not gonna hit then. Definitely not gonna hit.
He has a fairly sturdy AC, this fella, so he's gonna kind of bring his shield up and just catch the arrow there. That should be everything in the turn order, and then we'll start descending. So, so Kiva, is that you can make a second attack?
I'm not close enough to anything.
Actually, no, you're not. You need to ask you unarmed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what is going to happen is, nothing you guys can see, but something you do hear noise and movement inside the house. And that's that. He is going to take his turn. He's going to kind of rear up and he's going to drop his own bow and he's going to pull out a wicked looking short sword and he's going to step in. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. And as he's walking, he kind of knocks his arm against the window, trying to get the attention of whoever's inside. And then he's going to make a swing at you with his short sword, which is going to miss with a 9. Then he's going to make a second swing with the short sword, which I believe hits with a 22.
Does, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to do a total of 8 points of piercing damage as he stabs at you. And that is it for his turn. Next up, we have this guy in here. He's going to go 5, 10, 15. This window is actually open, even though I don't have it on the sheet. So he's going to go out. Max, you're seen. And I will say, I think you did say you were prone. Or have you stood up?
No, I stood up, sort of army crawled out to the wall and then...
Okay, he is going to go for you because you're the first thing he's seen.
Blast.
And he's going to make a swing at
Did
yourself.
he come out
He's
the window?
Yeah, the window was open.
And he jumped out the window?
It's first floor window.
Oh.
He's going to go up.
Oh, he's a good... He's good, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, ground floor window. Yeah, he's fine. He's going to... Which will he use? You're a big fella. He's going to poke at you with his javelin. 9 doesn't hit, I don't think.
He
So
does,
he's gonna,
he does no poking at all.
He pokes, but he misses. Next up is the Goblin Witch Doctor, which is something one of you guys have seen before. He is in this room here. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20.
That's not the one with the bees.
30. That's Cobalt.
That's
30,
Cobalt, yes.
5, open. 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. He's going to come out to here, and he is not going to do anything. So he uses his action to dash. Arthur, it's your turn.
Okay. With a steady aim, shoot at the Goblin Doctor.
Yes, you can roll to hit.
Yeah. How dare he practice medicine?
It's a witch doctor. I don't know if medicine's practicing, but it's something.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Yeah, it's steady aims. You do get advantage. Yeah, roll to hit. I think you probably
Okay.
kill him outright because you're a sneak attack.
Yeah. So that's it. We double the dice, or do we do?
I double the dice, so that's
Double the dice.
7
So I'll just
plus...
So just roll again.
I would say, yeah, just roll your d8 and then your sneak attack die. So 1d8 and 2d6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you obliterate this goblin. I'd ask for the D100 roll, but I don't think it makes a difference. As he kind of comes out and runs around, he's waving his staff in the air, about to potentially unleash some nasty horribleness, and just arrow goes in one ear, out the other, and embeds itself in a tree off to the side, and he just drops.
Okay, so that's how you hit. We need to do that from now on. Oh, we have to kill these all. They've heard what it actually sound like. Okay, just to be clear.
Yeah. So, is that it for your turn?
That is it for
I don't
my
think you
turn. I
can-
can't
yeah.
move or anything. Yeah.
Alara looks at you somewhat horrified. With her whole not liking to kill thing, but it is what it is.
You don't have to kill them. We have to kill them.
And what she is going to do is, she'll probably just use a cantrip. She's going to drop a ray of frost. Maybe, if roll 20 will cooperate. Ray of frost, so make range spell attack. Okay, no, apparently not. Does she have it on this one? She does, maybe it'll work here. Nope. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll that naturally because roll 20 doesn't want to work. So Just gonna roll that against the. Oh, that's a nat 1, and I'm gonna have to roll a D100. Oops. It's a spell fumble.
Ooh.
Let's see what you get. D100. Sorry, Frey. Yeah. If Alara gets blown up by ice, oh no, that's bad. Your spell backfires, creating a small explosion, causing you to fall and bump your head. Roll a DC 10 con save. On a failure, you take 1d6 bludgeoning and are knocked unconscious for 1 minute, or until you receive damage from any source. On a success, you take half damage and remain conscious. So this is very similar to what happened to a certain gnomish former party member in episode 1 when he fell out of the cart. So I'm gonna have Alara make this con save, hopefully. Nope, her sheet doesn't seem to want to roll. Okay. I'll roll it manually.
She's frozen.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey.
There's 4. It's DC 10. Come on. Oh no. So yeah, oh, she's a macro up that was popping up the eye of close. That's what was doing it. Okay. Oops, I didn't realize that. Yeah. So essentially, unfortunately, you see this, Arthur. Alara raises her finger and she's almost like shaking. She's a bit scared that she's gonna cause irreparable harm to this hobgoblin. And as the kind of bluish light begins to form as the ray of frost is supposed to, it's like a gun backfiring in her face. It kind of forms an orb of ice that just immediately explodes. And she's thrown back against the tree. You hear a bit of a and she's unconscious. Obviously not making death saves because it's just unconscious, but she is out. Arthur, are you in initiative twice? You are.
Why?
I don't know. I'm going to delete one of those. You're not going at 11. You're going at 13.
Great. She looks alive.
She does indeed.
Okay, we're gonna deal with that later.
Okay, so the second witch doctor is gonna go. He's gonna come around the corner at this window and he's gonna look out, and buddy, he smells you before he sees you. And he's going to reach out and he is going to, in Goblin, mutter some very horrible things at you. And he is going to cast... Yeah, he's gonna do this. He's gonna cast Blindness Deafness on you. So, can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Can indeed.
You're fine. You feel briefly your vision start to cloud, and then just nothing you pull through. And he kind of looks down, and he mutters something to himself, and he just kind of goes back behind the wall. And there, he seems unimpressed. Max, you're up.
Laughing to myself in high amusement at this lovely little goblin trying to poke me with his stick. That will trigger my amusement rage.
Music has stopped. Oh no. Yeah. Amusement rage.
My amusement rage. And because I am special elementally charged, I have rolled a 4.
Which I believe is fire,
what does that
right?
give me? Air. What does that
air.
Let me do? Oh, I like this one. I'm gonna take a swing. I mean, I'm still shielded up and everything, so this is gonna be a one-handed jobby. Let's take a swing. For 25, I will hit. Which one's me one-handed? That one.
Should be the D8.
It is, yes. Which will
7
do
points damage to you do there.
7 points of damage, plus I need a strength. Hang on. Bonus action. Oh, bonus action rage, so I can't do that right now, but that's alright. So.
That's it for your turn then?
Yes, because I can't do anything else yet.
Okay.
Need more levels. Yes, that's it.
It is back to Buddy then.
Yep. Here comes Buddy, 5 times 15, swings around the tree, reaches behind his back, and this ginormous oak, twisted, knotted great club comes flying out. Takes a big swing at this fella's knees.
Yep.
Oh.
You miss, unfortunately. So he kind of just hops out as you aim for his knees. The goblin is fairly quick. He just hops up and over the club before it could kind of connect, and that is it. Is that it for your turn, or do you have a bonus action?
That is it. That is it.
Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, he lands back. And he's kind of like, ha. And then you're in turn order twice as well for some reason. I think I forgot to delete the last turn order, so that has been fixed now. I've gone through. Oops, sorry. Up next, we have another goblin bodyguard, which is the one inside the house. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Open the doors, a free action. 25. Open another door. That one will take his action. 2, 30. And he's going to get to there, and he's going to stop. And then up next is... Which one is this? Is this one?
Sorry, before you do that, are we doing the 2024 rules for weapons?
You do have your... Yeah, I've allowed you guys to use
Do
mastery if
that.
you've added to your sheet.
Yes. I can make this guy...
If it's already gone past your turn, so
Okay.
I would say you just didn't
For
do it
next
on this
time, I
occasion.
know
Yeah.
you are allowing it. That's cool.
Max, you've already gone, so you're just open it again, and then that's this guy here. So this is the guy that ran into the house initially. He's going to come back out. He's going to go 5, 10, 15. And he is going to go, and I'm going to resort this turn order because it's been weird after this turn. He's going to come to here, and he's going to chuck a javelin over at Kiva. So, if this will just happen, and 18 to hit,
Hits.
you are going to take 8 points piercing damage. The javelin just kind of crashes down into your foot.
Yikes. Okay. Less than half my hit points.
And Kiva, it is now up to your turn.
She's gonna have a little cry for a second. And then she's gonna try and hit this guy in front of her with her speeder staff. (26)
26 definitely hits.
For 5 bludgeoning and 4 poison.
Okay, he takes the full whack of that, so that's minus 9 points.
And I will make my unarmed strike.
Yep.
Will roll for me. Oh, there we go. 17.
Yep, anything you can do. Nope, he doesn't. Yeah, that hits.
For 6 points.
Yeah, he is not looking all too pleased with that, but he's still standing.
Okay.
And up next, then, we will have the Goblin Alchemist, which is in here. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's kind of standing in the window frame, hunched over, and he is going to do a thing. So I'm going to need somebody to make some sort of saving throw. Yeah, he's going to do this. He's going to use his double lob. So first, he's going to chuck his acid flask. Does a 19 hit, buddy?
Certainly does.
Yep. You are going to take 11 points of acid damage. As he just chucks this glass vial and it just smashes across the side of your back and shoulders as you swing and just kind of begins to melt against yourself.
Oh no.
Then following that up, he is not quite finished yet. He's going to chuck... he's going to chuck this. He's going to chuck a tangle web to try to slow you down. I believe a 9 misses.
Miss.
Yep, so he kind of impacts with the tree. You just see these like strings of web just kind of explode outwards from this like kind of cloudy liquid that was inside this kind of vial, and it just kind of looks like a spider. It's just basically fired off here, and you know it's pretty gross. It's difficult terrain in the like kind of tree. It's under the tree itself, and that is it for his turn. Next up's the Hobgoblin Scout, which is at the door. Kiva, he did not like what you did to him, so he's gonna fire back.
Be friends.
I think you removed me from turn order again.
Did I? No, you're 13.
Oh, I can't see it. That's it. That's weird.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Yeah, okay, you're at 9, buddy, and Arthur should be 13, so maybe there's some issues with the turn order, so I do apologize, guys. I know where you are myself, so I'll come to you as it happens. Sorry about that, guys. Roll20's been acting up even when I was doing my prep earlier.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's gonna make his... Actually, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna use his bonus action to use light-footed and take the disengage. And he's gonna fucking run. He's a longbow. He's gonna get out of there and try do something. So he's gonna use his movement. 30 feet to here. And then he's gonna use his action. Dash another 20 feet down to here. He's gonna pull out his bow. That's it for his turn. The Goblin Bodyguard, which is getting fucked up by Buddy and Max, is gonna make his attacks. So he's gonna make a scimitar against Max. That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
That's gonna do 6 points of slashing.
Halved. Okay.
Yeah, down to 3. He's gonna use his nimble escape bonus action, and he is going to disengage. And he's gonna go 5, 6, 20, 25, 30. Run up to here. That's his turn. Next up is this witch doctor here, I believe. No, the previous one was the one that dashed. Yeah, no, that's the wrong witch doctor. He's for some reason still in the turn order, so it'll be his token. Yeah, Arthur, it is your turn.
Perfect. Does this boy seem to be running away or running and repositioning?
Which one?
The hobgoblin.
Repositioning. He pulled out his bow and is aiming.
Okay. I'm going to shoot the other witch doctor. Because I have a feeling they do heals.
You have line of sight?
I do. Just about. Or would I be? You'd be kind of hitting.
I'd be arguing you'd have to hit the alchemist.
Grant, I hit the alchemist, and I'm going to hit the alchemist.
Just because it's through the window, there's no he's kind of stood on the window ledge blocking the window. If he was just in the room, I'd let you kind of pick and choose, but I did specifically say he's blocking the window, so yeah.
Hey, that's fine.
He does more nasty shit than the
so yeah, I'm going to steady aim. 19.
Let me see. I don't think he can. Yeah. Alchemist. AC 14. Does he have anything he can do? Yeah, it hits and it does a decent chunk, most of his hit points, but he activates this effect. So when the goblin takes damage that is not poison or psychic damage, roll on a d20. On rolls 1 to 5, the goblin's alchemical pack explodes. The goblin and each creature within 10 feet of it must succeed on a DC 11 dexterity saving throw or take 17 points of fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. The goblin has disadvantage on his saving throw. I will say the goblin just explodes. You hit his pack and he just explodes. I would need... Who's within 10 feet?
Buddy.
Yeah, Buddy and the witch doctor need to make a dex save.
Wow.
I'm sorry, buddy.
You didn't know.
17,
I like these guys.
11. Oh, okay. Saved.
You save, but you will still take half of 17 points damage. That's an initiative roll, not a dex save. 1 sec.
I still rolled a 2.
He did still roll a 2, you're right. He would have failed either way, and he's going to take full 17, and he's dead. It's exactly his hit points. He gets immolated. The house is now on fire. And so this guy is dead.
We might need to sort that because there might be some evidence and stuff that I'm going to show to Max.
Alara is snoozing. Witch Doctor is dead. Max. It is your turn.
I'm not going to do what I was going to just jump in through that window, but having seen some crap come out of it and hit Buddy.
Yeah, it was like
I changed my mind.
It was basically a Molotov cocktail was shot in this backpack.
No. crap
Not
came out the
basically.
window.
That's exactly what happened. This guy does have a Molotov cocktail in his inventory. So yeah.
Right. That guy's run away, and as a result, I don't care about him.
Oh, look, he's repositioning. He also has a short bow, so he's repositioning. They're not running away.
Yeah, but Buddy's got range shit. That's there. I know he's got
He
range
does.
stuff. 5, 10 feet. What's round the corner? Oh, it's Kiva.
Yes. And there's a goblin here.
15, 20 hop over Kiva. 25, 30.
Yeah. Kiva, you can take an opportunity attack if you so choose.
Do it.
Just hit him in the nuts as he jumps over. You get to 30 feet, yeah?
So I want them boxing backs.
You have javelins, I assume.
I do, but
You'd have to dash to get there.
I would. Fuck it, I'll dash and let's get in
Okay.
front of him.
Yeah, you
And that's
dash and you cut him off. That's it for your turn. Buddy, it's your turn.
Okay, Buddy is going to position himself behind the tree to get cover from the goblin in the north of the map there.
Yep.
And he is going to cast Create Water into... The room is on fire here, isn't it? Can you see
Yeah,
that?
so I will kind of just do a little...
But I'm going to put it out anyways. Hopefully.
Yeah, well, this section was on fire here.
Yeah, I'll do a Create Water and it'll just be like a heavy mist rain that will come down and hopefully extinguish that.
Yeah, I won't even ask for a roll. You kind of get it just before it's time to properly set in. So yeah, you put it out. Floorboards are a bit singed, the wall's a bit scorched, but you're fine.
Lovely jubbly. And I will just make sure, yeah, like I'm positioned with cover from that tree, hopefully.
Yeah, like the tree is fairly well covered at this point. There, it's a wide enough trunk there.
Yeah.
Next up will be the goblin bodyguard inside. He is gonna go. Can you get out here? Yeah, you can. You get to here. Now Max, he can't quite reach you, but what he can do is chuck that. It's a 14 hit.
No, it does not.
No, he misses entirely. The skirmisher is gonna go. It's his turn first. He is right up in front of you. So what he's gonna do is oh, I didn't know we could do that. Oh well. He's gonna use his javelin and melee, so he's gonna poke you in the ribs. And because of that, he gets advantage. So does an 18 hit?
Sorry. 18 hits me, yeah.
Yep. You get a nasty poke for 6 points of damage down to 3 because you're raging.
You're the supervisor. Okay, hi, sorry.
Alright. Yeah, alright.
Yeah,
Ow.
that's it for your turn. Kiva, you're up.
Okay. I'm torn between running after that guy. Which I think I will do. Fuck it.
Which guy?
Yeah.
This guy?
The guy down here, yeah, because he seems
Okay,
kind
good,
of
very
lethal.
very good idea.
And I'm going to attempt to hit him in his stupid face.
Hope for your sake you do.
What do I? 11. I'm going to use my inspo, and I'll take it off now in a second.
You do still have your
Awesome.
bonus action. He's pretty low in health. You want to keep that.
I've already done it. Sorry, I already rolled it.
24
I would
hits
like to do, but I'd
for
already rolled it.
enough to kill him.
So he's dead.
Yeah, he was about to do an extra 2d6 points of damage to Max on his next attack, so you're lucky you did, because he has the Hobgoblin Martial Advantage feature, so that is him knocked unconscious. Well, no, I assume you've killed him.
So I'm like 5 foot. Yeah, no, I'm killing him.
Yeah, grand. The
No
Alchemist
messing.
would have been up, but he's kind of smouldering in a pile. The Scout would have been up, but he's unconscious. What's next? The
Oh, sorry,
Bodyguard.
actually, Karen, can I use my bonus action to take one of my potions to heal him, please?
You can indeed.
Cool, thanks.
Next up is the Goblin Bodyguard. He is going to do a thing. So sacrifice. No, that's not used to him. He's going to chuck a javelin at Buddy as he kind of runs around to here. Actually, he misses anyway. So yeah, he chucks that javelin as he gets to there and he misses. He's now stood here. So that is his turn. Arthur, you're back up.
Perfect.
These new goblins, they've some great abilities, but they're so squishy, so you very rarely get to use them.
Yeah. Especially if someone explodes.
Oh, well, that's actually one of his better abilities. Is that you kind of hope that you roll less than a 5 on a d20 when somebody kills him.
I'm gonna get closer.
Yep. No, yeah, you're grand.
Yeah.
Arthur, you will be aware that the boots you're wearing have just been absolutely covered in muck as you kind of come through here. Because that is like a deep muddy puddle.
Great.
Not enough to impose difficult terrain. I was going to say it did, but I didn't say it to anyone else. So, because I forgot. So, you know what?
So,
it's on
yeah.
me.
These are really nice boots.
Arthur, as you stand there, you've realized you've stood on something or someone.
Oh no.
Can you just move 5 feet to the left for a second? Because I can't quite grab this thing on the GM layer.
The fuck did I step?
This goblin was hidden under a pile of leaves. But I had him on the GM layer. The entire time.
Brilliant.
And he has not.
39.
He has been trying to survive. And he rolled so well on his stealth. It's goblin
So
cutthroat. I'm gonna
tactical.
add him to initiative
But yet
now.
so late.
But just for the fact that you stood directly on him and he just got a nat 20 on his initiative, I'm gonna give him an opportunity attack.
That's fine.
Yeah, you put yourself directly on him and he's gonna stab you in the foot with his dagger. Which you're surprised. No, he gets an 8 and he misses.
I feel like he stabs through into the boot, but like misses.
It goes
Everything.
between your toes.
Goes between my toes. Well, that was
It was
fucking-
very uncomfortable. He's
Yeah.
like, it's fine.
These are nice woman-toe leather, okay? I got these all the. I can't get these anymore. I stabbed.
It's potentially dragon leather if it's from either toe as well.
Yeah.
So
It's a nice dragon leather stab.
yeah, roll to hit.
So won't. He's prone.
Yeah, he is.
So I have
Advantage.
advantage. Rapier. That's an 18.
Yeah, 18 will just about miss.
Oh. Then
Yeah.
I'm.
The
Do I have a
Dexy
boon?
fella.
Fuck it, I have 2 boons. Might as well use them. Because this guy will annoy me if I don't kill him straight away. So D4.
Yep.
19.
19, exactly what you needed.
Okay, perfect. Damage.
Nine and
An eight
8,
and a nine.
that's 17. Yeah, he's still up.
I'm going to kill you, so just stay there. And that's my turn. Now, yeah, not much else I can do.
Yeah, Alara is unconscious. Max. I will say, Max, behind you, you do see like Arthur nearly trip over this thing and then turn around and stab it, and it like stabs up at him. You now see this conspicuous pile of leaves that nobody had like noticed before, because he rolled like well over 20 on his stealth.
Fucking hilarious.
He was waiting. He was waiting out the battle. He was trying to escape.
I mean, of all the places you could move
He's
to.
like, if I don't move, he's been sat there the entire time.
Yeah. Brilliant. That's
In the
great.
bush. Yeah. So next up, yes, Max. These two guys are about to try fuck you up.
No, they're not. No, they're not. I'm going to swing at this first guy. A 14.
Leave him alone. 14. First guy. But that's the guy that's right on top of you, is it?
Yes, yes. So him.
You need a 16.
Ooh. Let's give it a go. Let's try. No, that's a 20.
Yep.
Hold on. Oh, 2. I rolled a 2
Pizza.
for a boon. So yes. So he will take. Come on. 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
And I will need as bonus action. Oh, I can do. I can actually use one of my elemental things.
Yeah, go for it.
Strength save, please.
Yeah, what for?
For my elemental air doodad.
He gets a
needs to
6,
do.
so I assume he fails.
Yeah, 8 plus proficiency plus con, so 8, 11,
Yeah, so
13. It needs to be 13.
Yeah.
He gets shoved back. No. He gets.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can push him 5 feet any direction.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I would like to push him into the other one. Or push him backwards. I don't care.
Yeah, logically, like he's gonna bounce off that guy to here, but you have actually fucked up his plan. So yeah,
Good.
you push him back to there because what he was gonna do is do this as his reaction, but now he can't do that because you pushed him 5 feet away before you ended your turn. So, good job.
Yes.
Yeah, is that it for you?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Buddy, you're up.
Okay. Buddy is. Let's see. Buddy is going to 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. He's going to move to about there.
Yep.
He's going to move to there. No, he's going to move. Yeah, he's going to move to there. He's going to cast bonus action Healing Spirit.
Yep.
Which is a spirit that appears in the cube in the space next to Buddy.
Give me 2 seconds here. I'll see if I have something for that.
And anyone that I want or myself can move through it equal to a number times 1 plus my wisdom, which is my spellcasting.
What kind of animal is it?
Oh, it's a bee.
Maybe bee. Okay. I don't know
If
that's
you have
a
one,
bee.
if you have one.
I'm just looking here.
Whatever, just the letter B will do the job if you want. And I can heal, 1d6 if I move into it, or if I start my turn there, and so can anyone else that I want, up to 5 times at the moment. And I can also move it 30 feet as a bonus action on consequent turns.
Hey, yeah, you can up there. I will. I don't have a bee, but I have a beetle. So
That'll do.
yeah.
So I'll move into that, and I will then heal myself 1d6 plus
Yeah.
4. There we go.
Arthur, as you see this magical green glowy bee, you just have flashbacks to all the stings that the kobold inflicted you with the bees.
Vietnam flashbacks.
Yeah, just, yeah.
But he
That's
gets
why you,
it.
and chat. That is why you don't fuck with a kobold. You do get your 4 points of healing back.
Plus 4 on top of that.
Yeah.
So it's 8 in total, and you just see Buddy getting a big smile on his face and joy from the animal, and he gets his healing back. And then he is going to cast Hold Person on the guy at the window.
Ah, yes. Use all your spell slots.
There we go.
Yeah, go for it.
Hold Person. So, Wisdom saving throw.
He's not very wise.
DC is not coming up on that. Oh, 14. Or he's paralyzed.
But he just meets it and beats it.
Oh, you fucker, yes, Oh, no.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there he is he's wise enough to know better. Is that it for your turn?
Let me see, where will I move? Bit of movement left. That fella's going to come around there. I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20.
Actually, sorry, you were in this. Oh, he's already used his reaction, so never mind, it's fine.
Yeah. He's going to move to here.
Yep. Okay. Next up is the Goblin Bodyguard at the door, which is going to go from Max. Going to jump down 5, 10. And he is going to make a scimitar attack.
Bring it on.
That's 13, which I don't think hits.
No.
Nope. Nimble
Nope,
escape.
nope,
He's going to take the disengage action. And he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20 back into the house. Back into cover. It's his turn. Next up's the Goblin Skirmisher, which is this guy right here. He is gonna... yeah, he's just gonna keep trying to poke max. So, skirmish advantage. So he's gonna move, and he's still within 15 feet of when he started. Oh, at least 15 feet away. Never mind, I misread that. He's not gonna get advantage on this attack. So, it's a straight roll. It's a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Nope, misses, and he kind of just bashes this thing off. So then he's also going to use his bonus action to also nimble escape. And he's going to go around 5 feet. Now he's going to go 25 back into here. He's leading it into the house, it seems. That's his turn. The Goblin Cutthroat's going to go. He's going to stand up to his feet, and he is going to take a swing at Arthur. He can't get... Is there any way he can get advantage? No, there isn't. So you're lucky. Because this thing has a level in Rogue. So he's going to multi-attack. And he's going to go stab. Does
Misses.
a 10... Nope. And he's going to go stab again.
That hits.
And he's going to do a total of 5 points of piercing damage. It's just kind of uppercuts you kind of with the blunt of the dagger more so on the second. So it really should be bludgeoning, but you know, that's it for his... Actually, does he have... I think he does. Yeah, he does. Nimble escape. And he's going to fucking run. And this guy has a bit more movement than a normal goblin, so he's going to... No, he's not going to go towards Kiva. He's going to run back the way you guys came. Over towards Lara. That's his turn.
I roll to see would I, as a reaction, accidentally Hellish Rebuke. As in, I want to like, basically, I want the choice out of. I want the choice out of my own hands.
So yeah, so it's your first time on the ability for proccing. Give me a d20 and then pick odds or evens. Your choice, whether or not it happens.
We're gonna go with odds.
Yep. Evens. So yeah, no. You do feel that like fiery energy begin to well up, and then nothing happens.
Perfect. Okay. Honestly, probably good.
Yep. That is it for his turn. Kiva, you're up. I will say you've seen this thing running and making a beeline towards Alara.
Yeah. I will see. What can I do? What can I do? How far away is she? 75. I can use one of my key points.
Step of the wind, you can.
To step of the wind, so I'll be able to get over there.
Yeah, you could.
If I could.
This goblin is just about bloodied, so you know if you can get over there, you maybe might be able to do some damage.
Okay, and I will then try to smack him.
Yep.
Where is it? There. 12.
Unfortunately, misses. His AC is 19.
Damn it.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about you. You reminded me there when you were talking about the martial weapon things, that you said I could use topple. If I haven't hit him, I can't do that, can I not?
No, so you have to hit him to topple him. So essentially, the way that works is you hit him and then sort of topple him. Essentially, say you sweep the leg or something like that.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So the dead goblin alchemist is gonna consider being dead. Dead. Guy at the window is still up. So he's gonna, I suppose, go for Arthur. So 5, 10, 15. He's going to get behind you, Arthur, and he is going to lash out with his scimitar. 6 misses. And
That's
he's
a
going to
miss,
nimble escape. Disengage. So 5, 10, 15, back behind the tree. Your turn.
Okay. Gonna take out my bow, steady aim, and shoot at the one that's about to attack Alara.
Yep.
Why did I close my character sheet? That was stupid.
I do it with every single NPC constantly, so don't worry. AC's 19. He just parries the arrow out of the air with the back half of one of his daggers.
Not gonna use boon. Not much I can do. Yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah. Alara's turn, and she's unconscious. So Max. Those 2 that were hitting you have just retreated further into the house.
I am following them into the house because I don't know any better.
Yeah.
20 feet into the house.
Yep. As you enter into the doorway, can I get you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
You can.
Yep.
I'm not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated, so I get advantage.
You do, yep.
Be 16.
16, so you just about save. So it's DC 15. As you reach in, you see that there's a plank there that had been sawn, and then as you kind of step onto it, it does break, but you manage to keep your stride and get over to your side. There was no pit or anything like that, but it would have knocked you prone.
Sneaky goblins.
And now that you're inside the house, you can see that they were in the process of starting to fortify it.
Okay.
There's a few bits like that. There's a few like bits of barbed wire that's been kind of draped on the walls. Nothing's been set up yet, but it looks like maybe they just recently got here and are getting prepared to make a base.
Be decorated. Okay.
Yeah.
I will take a swing at this goblin.
Yeah.
18.
18. This guy here hits.
Yes, right in front of me. So he can take whatever this is. 5 slashing.
Yeah, 5 points slashing. He's still standing. It didn't do a lot.
I can.
He's hurt, but like he's,
what does that do again?
Oh, actually,
Okay.
One of these guys have a thing. Oh no, it's the other goblin type. Never mind.
Good.
The one you hit
this
has a
time-
thing that he can do, but only when he hits somebody else.
I wonder if they stack. So, as a bonus action with my elemental rage, I can make him do a strength save.
Yep.
With my weapon, I can make him do a con save, but not
Okay,
as a bonus action.
Just as a free action.
Just as a weapon action, mastery.
Yeah.
Action.
Yeah, you can do both. Then, as long as you're not using the same resource.
No, one's strength, one's con. So
Yeah, so I'll make both saves. So it's con. He fails the con save. He's knocked over. I believe,
yes,
isn't
he would do. Yes, he's prone for that.
He's knocked prone.
And then the elemental thing is strength save versus, what did I say, 15? 13, 14. 13.
Yeah, so we can save it off fairly easily. So you knock him back, 5 feet, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, he gets knocked back 5 feet and he lands prone.
Yes.
Just makes the most easy. That's grand. Yeah, so he's battered back.
And I will just...
Yeah, is that it for you?
I will move up again as well.
Okay.
Just finish on my move.
Yeah, because you've ended your turn within 5 feet, he is going to use his... No, that's the other goblin. Yeah, you've ended your turn within 5 feet. He is going to use Skirmisher.
Yep.
So he can move up to half his movement speed without provoking an opportunity attack. So he can go 15 feet. He's going to go 5, 10, 15. And that's his turn. That's like his out of order thing. So that's Buddy, you're up.
Yeah.
You
so
also see this goblin bearing down on Lara, two daggers drawn.
Indeed. So I'm gonna move into this space again and heal another D6,
You can, yeah.
which is 3.
+4 as well, I think, isn't it?
No, that was a mistake. So I've already taken that 4 off.
Oh, grand.
I just realised that. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Now, just a question because it's a while since I wild shaped in combat. If I wild shape as an action, that's it for my move, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's the advantage of playing a moon druid. So unfortunately, yeah, if you wild shape as your action, that is your action. You can move, but you can't do anything else.
Yeah, well, I'm going to move first. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, I won't move first. Sorry. I will turn into
What do you turn into?
a wolf.
Wolf, I think you should have it on your sheet or on your journal.
Just drag it out, is it?
Yep.
Ooh, let's see what happens. Here we go.
Yeah.
Lovely
I
stuff.
used a slightly different set of tokens for the wild shapes where possible, so you should know which ones are you.
I use my full movement to get over there.
Just gonna move you to the GM layer for now. Oh, that's the deal.
It's okay.
Yeah, you get there. Unfortunately, as you're not a moon druid, that is your full turn in order to wild shape. What does it look like as you wild shape? Because I think this is the first time you've done it into a larger animal.
Yeah, I think his Buddy's clothes and skin will. It's like as if you're cutting a roll of thread. It just snaps and flays apart, and it's a kind of like a cloud of what seems like dust almost at dusk in the sunshine. And out from that cloud of dust then comes this wolf, just head down and eyes glowering.
And is that a painful transformation for Buddy, or is it just kind of...
It is silently painful.
Okay.
You can see the anguish in his face, and you can actually even see it in his muscles as they're tensing and the skin snapping before it transforms. Yeah.
Yeah, so you get that in there and you get in. You're right up in front of this thing. It does seem to have kind of shifted its focus to you now as a result. So hopefully it's not going to attack Alara. So that is it for you. Next up is the two goblins in the house that are giving Max a wild goose shake. The bodyguard is the one that's directly in front of him. It's going to, once again, make a stab attack at Max. I don't think a 14 hits.
14 does not hit. No.
Nope. And it's going to nimble escape again. It's going to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20.
It is
That's
prone.
his turn. Oh, it is. So he's going to get up and he's going to go 5, 10, 15. Yep. So that's his turn. And next up is Skirmisher. Skirmisher is going to pull out a different weapon and he's going to try ping you with a short bow. Don't think an 11 hits.
No.
Nope, he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25, 30. And that's his turn. Next up is the cutthroat. So, what the cutthroat was going to do, initially, it was going to make a stab attack at Alara, but he's not going to do that now. He's going to make a multi attack on Buddy. So that's 10.
That's a
I don't
miss.
think I hit the wolf. And then it's 22.
22 definitely hits, yeah.
Yeah, that is going to do 6 points piercing damage. Just kind of brings the knife down across like the wolf's kind of upper torso. I'm going to put Buddy back on the map just so you can see it there. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that would be a thing.
Okay. The wolf looks hurt. You can see him snarling.
Yeah. And then he is going to use fucking nimble escape. And he's going to go 45 feet. So disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Out to here. He's in the bushes. And now it's Kiva's turn.
He was gonna run right after him.
Yep.
Parkour over
These
the
goblins use hit and run tactics. They're not just going to stand in one place and let you kill them.
Boop. And I will hopefully hit him with my staff. Come on. 19?
Yeah, what you get?
19.
19 hits. Yeah, meets pizza. He's a tough
So
fella.
7 bludgeoning and 4 poison.
Okay, you have him in deep water now. He is not looking great.
And
He
then
is
I'm going
he's down to one digit. He's down to like single digits now.
I want to. So, topple. Do I use that after I have done my unarmed strike, or do I need to say it
No,
before?
you can topple. You can topple before. Yeah, if you want to get advantage on your unarmed strike. If you want to try topple him, it's a strength save, isn't it?
It's a
Con save, actually,
Constitution
yep.
saving throw.
That'll be around a DC 13, I'd imagine, because it's usually your.
Yeah,
Well, actually, your
DC
dex.
12 for the
12,
weapon,
okay.
or 14 for the unarmed strike.
Yeah, so 12. Oh, so he's gonna save. Or no, he's not gonna save. He's gonna
not.
fail with a 7. Yeah, sorry. Backwards speaking. So he gets knocked to the ground, and you have advantage on your next hit.
Cool.
And he's kind of cowering a bit. He's like hands are open in his face, kind of trying to block it.
Oh god.
But unfortunately, he does block it with
So
those hands. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is
Blah.
it for your turn.
That's me,
Next up will be the Goblin Alchemist is dead. The Goblin Scout is dead. The Goblin Bodyguard, I think that one's dead. No, that's that one here. This one, I'm gonna go to here. Charging out of the bushes. He's gonna get flanking on you, Kiva, and he is going to
No, no.
make a melee javelin attack with advantage. So that's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
For 6 points piercing damage. He's just gonna stab you in the back.
Stop hitting me, you guys.
And then he's gonna stay and hold his position. Arthur, it's your turn. Keen, you might be muted.
Sorry, there was people outside talking. So I'm going to move slightly, and then I'm going to stab this man in the back. Do I have advantage?
No, because Kiva's fighting the other goblin.
Grant, that's. I still get my sneak attack anyway because
You
there's no
do,
other
yeah.
creature within 5 feet. So, please. be
Nat
not
20.
Yes, lovely. Okay, so I'm just gonna roll these twice. That's okay with
If
you.
you click it, it should. Yeah. So that's. Yeah, you kill him. So how'd you
Just
kill him?
right through like the back of his skull, probably piercing the tongue.
Yeah, you just kind of murderize him. So he's dead. He drops dead.
Can we get this over with, please? We have things to do.
Snoring in the corner. Max, you're up.
Oh, actually, I should probably move more. Sorry.
Oh, you can if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, so I only move 5 feet, so I'm gonna move. Yeah, I'm gonna move to behind this man.
Yep.
To there. Okay.
Yeah. But
And that is my that's my go.
so Max, you're up.
Stop making me fucking run for it. 5, 10, 15, swing. Boom.
Yeah.
23.
Hits.
6 slashing damage.
Yeah.
Plus-
Kiva, what were those 2d4 for?
Healing in
chat.
chat. I was just trying to get out of the way.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah, that's good. You do a solid chunk of damage. You're still standing though. These goblins are tougher than they look.
Fucking bastards. I will need a. Yeah, I'll need another con save from him.
Yeah,
See if he goes
he
prone.
is gonna make it. Give me 1 sec here. That's the bodyguard, yeah. And con 0. It's a 15, so he's up. Just about. What
Yes,
he's
he
up.
should be good. 8 plus. 8 plus the ability modifier to make the attack roll and your proficiency bonus. So 8.
Yeah, 8 plus strength plus
12, 13, 14. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
And I will need, as a bonus action,
oh yeah,
a strength
the one
save.
thing.
Yes, air thing. See if I blow him over or not.
So 9.
Yes.
Blown 5 feet back.
He
is he?
blows 5 feet back.
Yep. There you go. So, what do you-
And I will. No, I won't move up. No, I won't close that gap this time.
yeah. Okay, Buddy, you're up.
Lovely. Buddy's gonna run up to this guy, and
Yep.
he will have advantage from pack tactics. As
You'd
a
have
wolf.
advantage anyways because he's prone, so yeah.
Oh, he's prone. Oh, lovely. Right, here we go. D20 plus 4 to hit.
He has a AC 19, so unfortunately that is going to miss.
Well, here we go. Advantage. Let's see what happens. Ah, for fuck's sake.
Unfortunately, you just don't manage to get it.
Ah.
You go to snap at him and he kind of just rolls over slightly himself, just out of the way. So up next is the bodyguard, which is fighting Max. He is going to go. He's just going to chuck his javelin at this stage. So shrink. Hopefully it hits. It's a 7, which misses. So yeah, he's going to run. He's not within 5 feet, so he's just going to leg it. He's just going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. He's going to jump through the window. And then he's on the other side, and he looks like he has the intention of continuing to run. So, next up is the skirmisher, who is also doing the same thing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and he just keeps going with his action to dash. So, back to the Goblin Cutthroat, which is now on the ground surrounded, and he is going to try his best to go out with at least something. The wolf looks fairly injured, so this is a goblin. It's not smart enough to know how wild shape works, so he's going to lash out at the wolf, trying to kill it. And he's going to get an 11 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay, about a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
And then a total of 6 points piercing.
No, the wolf howls, and as he does, his mouth opens so wide, his whole skin just falls down like a bathrobe, and out pops Woody because the wolf is gone.
Yeah. Okay, so he looks freaked out by that, and he's gonna like start scrambling up to kind of get up away. So, that's the one that surrounded Dave currently. So yeah, that is it for his turn. Oh, actually, no, it's not, because he has the disengage action. Nimble escape. So yeah, he's gonna scramble to his feet, so he's 15 feet to stand up. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20 away because he has 40 feet of movement. So that's his turn.
Yeah, fuckers.
You're getting very annoying now. Just come back here and die.
Dave, is that for who I... Oh, okay. 1d4 for the lovely fella, as Dave says. So
No,
thank you.
maybe come down those stairs.
Yep, he's going to heal 3 points.
Ah.
Yep. And that's it.
Dave.
As he's running, he just... This dark power starts to like flow over him. And that's... Yeah. So Kiva, it is your turn.
I'm gonna peg it after him. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
And try and hit him with my spider staff.
He's just screaming, "Leave me alone!" As he's running.
24.
Yeah, and exactly the amount of damage for hit points he had left. How do you want to do this?
I want to just like obliterate his face.
Yes, you just smash him in the face with the
God,
heavy
he
end
has
of the
no
staff. Yeah, no, effective. It worked. Seemed to have worked. He is dead as a doorknob.
Sweet.
So fast forwarding through, Alchemist dead, Scout dead, Bodyguard, that one's dead. Arthur, what's up? There's these two that you can't really see, so you're not really sure what's going on here.
Sorry, could I just have used the rest of my movement just to move up to this window just so I can have a look?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Because I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on in there. Alright, good.
You see
Is
the
any
room
more
is kind of
alive?
smashed up.
Yes, no? I say this to the group. Is there anyone else?
Max is probably out of earshot inside of the building.
Okay. Well, fuck it. I'm just gonna check inside then. So let's go. Okay. So 30 feet to here.
Yep.
Bonus action dash.
Can you tell me specifically where you enter the building? Okay, there.
So no, I'm for.
Okay, so you came through the window on this side. Can you give me a dexterity
Yeah.
saving throw, please?
Grant. Okay.
DC 15.
DC 15. You know, I should be good at dex.
Hope you're safe
Snap.
there.
Yeah, that's a nat 20.
Yeah, you're fine. A bear trap snaps shut, but you managed to lift your leg out of it just before it gets you.
Watch, there might be traps.
It is a hunter's
then,
lodge.
so-
The goblins had some interesting things to mess around with in here.
Okay, I'm gonna use my action to dash again.
Yep. Which way are you going?
I'm gonna go 15 feet to right beside Max.
Yeah.
Was like, oh, okay, so that's where the last one is. And I'm gonna go 15 feet over to here.
Yep.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Alara is still unconscious. Max, you're up.
I swing around this corner.
Yep.
Fuck. I don't see him. He's in the bushes.
Yeah, I will say, yeah, you probably can't really see where he is through the like if you went out, he's not hidden yet, but you couldn't
Literally
currently see where he is.
Scanning for something to hit. I don't know what this one.
Arthur is right there.
Top.
Don't hit me, please.
How much have I moved? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I bash open?
It is the guy
This
you
door.
just killed, Dave. You can bash open that door, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to bash open that door.
Which door? This one?
The one, yeah, that one there.
Yep. You see a chest.
And go in. I'm just going to go in. But no
You
enemies.
see a chest. You see a chest at the foot of the bed. That's about it.
Anything in there?
No. I will
roll,
use my...
roll it as you say. No, roll a deception check,
No.
please.
Okay. 7.
Arthur, do with that what you will.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Full of shit.
I will.
You found
I meant-
something.
I meant goblins, but you know, if there's also other things in there, we will find out later, okay?
No, nothing in here. I will use my action to dash.
Yep.
5, 10. Jump out the window.
Yep.
I can't get through the window. Window's shut.
Yep. Window is shut.
There we
Well,
go.
I can open it.
Jump out the window. There we go. I've done it.
Yep.
5. 10.
You
What's that? 5.
kind
10.
of see the goblin. Do you think you do?
Start kind of heading in his direction,
Yeah.
menacingly. Ah.
He's obscured.
That's-
Like, you can see the direction he's been running because there's
Yeah.
snap branches and stuff.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Buddy, you're up.
Buddy's gonna cast healing word on Ilara.
I will say Alara is just like she hasn't really taken much. She's taking a D6 worth of damage. So yeah, I suppose.
Would it get her up?
Actually, never rolled that damage. She'll take 6. Yeah, so she took 6 damage. It will get her up.
So it'll be a 1d4 plus 4.
So hopefully you might heal her out. Yeah, you kind of repair that, and she wakes up. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you've rolled it already. Sorry. Okay, that was my bonus action, and then movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The bear trap's on the inside, is it?
It is, but it's already shut now.
Oh yeah, that's all right. I'm going to do nothing for the moment because that's all I can do. I can't see. No, there's nobody else. That's it.
Yep. That's grand. The skirmisher, which is that. Which one's that? Okay. He's going to run another 30 feet off map, and then he's going to use his bonus action to hide. So I'm just going to make a stealth check for him. So he's obscured, so he does have advantage. So not 20 on stealth. So I will say, for the effects purposes, he is now outside of this combat encounter. He's escaped. We'll just take him off. And Kiva, you're up.
I will stop map, and I will jump in the window, avoiding the closed thingamajig. 5, 10, 15. God, what am I doing?
The bug
Why
is a healing thing. Okay, it's like a healing
Alright.
spirit. Yeah.
Oh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm gonna go in the hall and shout, "It's anybody else?" See if anybody shouts back.
1.
Okay, I'll hear Arthur and I'll run. Oh God, why is it not letting me select? Stupid token. Thank you. It'll just get me inside the door.
Yep, you see the one on the other side of the window. He's just landed there.
Okay, can I try and throw?
Do you have an action?
Yeah, I've only used
Yeah.
my movement. I will. I'll try the short bow. Feck it. 1, 2, 3. That's going to miss. 12.
12 is going to unfortunately miss, yeah.
Would a boon be of any use to me?
They don't make it hit, yeah.
Okay, I will second try it.
Well, not make it hit if you roll high enough to 14.
Yeah. I bet it's another bloody 1. More than ones all over the place.
Oh,
Look!
you jinx yourself. You jinx yourself. Yeah, unfortunately, it just sails over his head as he ducks and tries to roll.
Ah, well. That's that
So-
mullets. Yeah.
Dead one, I think, is it? Yeah, it is. This goes right at the end of the initiative order. So, Arthur, you're up.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to. Does it look like I could stab him through the window?
Yeah, the window's open. He's like Sam crouching down to listen to Gandalf. Like, he's just there. He's taking cover
Perfect.
from Max.
I'm gonna stab him.
Yeah, rolled it.
No advantage or anything, but I still get sneak attack.
You won't need it.
That's 23.
Yeah, you'd kill him. He'd 1 hit point left.
Oh, he did 1 hit point. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm just like
So-
kind of lean over and just go.
Yeah, just over and
Okay.
just bleh.
Is that all of them?
Well, I'm going to drop you out of initiative. So,
Okay.
Max, I will say, like, we're just going to like do a bit of fast travel. Like 5 minutes have passed, and you've been running around the woods. You could not find that last one.
Okay. One of us should check on Alara, make sure she's okay. And then, did we get them all?
I didn't see anybody get away.
Where's Max?
I gotta go through the doors.
I'd say at this stage, Max, if you did continue the pursuit, you're probably like chasing a ghost, essentially.
Yeah, I'm outside.
Are there
screaming.
any?
Running around in the trees. Like that. All over the place.
Are there any dead hunters or anything here? Like,
No.
maybe just say, like, Buddy, is there usually people here, or?
I will say though, there's not dead hunters, but if you root around enough, under one of these, outside the building, under one of these trees, you do find a severed arm.
A severed
Great.
arm.
There's often hunters in and out. They're not always necessarily be here, but there should be signs of them being around. And
Okay.
as he's saying that, I'm going to move that healing spirit over, and I'll get the last 2 healings out of it, one for myself and one for Lara. So another what did I say? It was D4, isn't it? D6.
D6, I think.
D6 for her
I'll
and a
just
D6 for
die
myself.
here.
Are you
Yeah,
down?
nah.
Are you? Well,
No, I'm not. Well, I'm like
we met again and I can't see it.
a few points.
And with that, I
And
think
just
now is a
about-
good time to take our break. So we'll be back
Yeah,
in about 5
perfect.
minutes, guys.
Cool. Hold on, let me go to the right thing. And
Hey, welcome back, guys. We have just murdered a bunch of goblins that were just minding their own business, trying to set up a new house. But sure, look. With that, our party are back on the trail of the Manticore. So, what are you guys doing? There is, as I said, a chest in this room here that nobody's searched yet.
Yeah, because I know he was lying about the chest, before Max comes back in, because I'm assuming someone else is going to help out with
Yep.
our knocked out person, I'm just going to check the chest.
Yeah, it is locked.
Do I have
What
locked
you
those
doing over
tools?
there?
You should have used those. You're a rogue.
I'm a rogue, yeah. But I'm not a very roguey rogue. I do have to use
Yeah,
tools.
but
Okay.
I feel like that's not. Yeah, it's standard part
Yeah.
of the kit, though.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a dex check, isn't it?
Yep, Dex.
Just gonna step back out of the room in case.
Just in case.
Just in
25.
case.
You
If I
open
could
it. Yeah.
I can't select
Okay.
myself.
And I'm going to open it with like the rapier, kind of like just like that, kind of take it a bit back, just in case it like explodes or something.
You do hear a ticking sound as it opens.
I'm going to move slightly away.
Yep.
Does it continue to tick?
It does continue to tick.
Oh,
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna look in. Is it a clock?
It is a clock. April Fool's.
You
motherfucker.
fucking
you dick.
Somebody give Carrick inspiration.
Yeah.
You know what? If the party votes, the DM can have it for inspiration. I'll
Yeah,
take it.
sure.
You already have
yes.
inspiration.
I know. Chuck one in the bucket. Yeah, so yeah,
Pretty
there's a
well.
clock kind of there at the bottom of it. There's not much of value in this. There's like a pouch, which if you riff through, there's a few gems you need to get appraised, but just for the sake of saving time when you get back to town, there's 250 gold pieces worth of gems.
Okay, I will take those.
So no, actually, so that's wrong. There is much of value in it. That's quite valuable.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a few arrows, like a quiver. It's about 10 normal arrows in it.
Perfect.
There is.
So I'll take those 10 arrows, and I'm going to collect up all my arrows as well. So I should have.
So you should back to max and then plus 10.
Perfect.
There is another one of those black thorn arrows that you found.
Yeah.
And there's a healing potion.
Is that plus 10 including? So did you say 10 or 15 arrows that were in the pack?
10 arrows in the quiver. 10 arrows in the quiver that was in the box, and then there was one of the magic arrows.
So yeah, so I have 25 because I've given 5 to Kiva.
I know you have an extra magic arrow.
Oh,
I have an extra mark. And he says 250 worth of gold of gems. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
I will say you don't add that as gold to your sheet. Add that as a separate item because you will need to sell that to have that gold or trade it.
Grant.
And I picked up the ones I fired. The arrows,
yeah,
actually.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Cool. Back to 5.
Yeah, so in that regard, I'm going to move us on as you guys continue your way through. I will say it is now at this stage fairly clear where the Manticore is. It's like a hill kind of crest, and you do see at some point over the things 2 leathery wings kind of flick up a bit and then settle.
Before we go there, could I have kind of whispered to anybody, guys, can anybody like help me a little bit? I'm a little bit sore.
If you just want to take a short rest, I'll allow it.
Yeah, actually, I'll take a short rest. I can run me hit die if that's all right.
Yeah, I'll take a short rest.
I'm just going to gather everybody up and just roll your hit die there and heal up if you want.
Okay, I roll 1. So 9.
I'm just going to roll 1.
6, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm just going to roll 1 too.
Don't let your guard down the check. The clock could be the mimic.
Lovely, I can recover 2
good points,
spells.
Homebrew man. That's a good point.
I can recover 2 spell slots with natural recovery.
Ooh, nice.
Chat, I don't believe in mimics, okay? I think they are just a...
hit dice.
Did you take the clock?
I did not take the clock. No.
Oh!
Just because you don't believe in them doesn't mean they don't believe in you.
The clock is not a mimic, but yeah, no, it could have been. That would have been the fun. That would have been the best thing I've ever done. I should have done that. Fuck's sake.
Double April Fools, motherfuckers.
Yeah, so you guys are all back up to full HP. So I'm going to just drag his copy and paste.
Right.
On to another map made by myself and Incarnate, another one I'm quite proud of.
Ooh.
Paste. And boom. Should be able to see.
Oh, yes.
And let me just do a thing.
Oh, no.
As you guys arrive in the clearing, you see up top what appears to be some sort of nest. Bunch of leaves and the likes and foliage kind of crushed down. And sitting in it, much bigger than your average Manticore, sits a Manticore Alpha. As it kind of leers down at you. So, I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative, please. Actually, let me just double check that this is cleared.
Does it think I'm a druid or does it think I'm a platypib?
Actually, I will. Yeah, I will come back to that. We'll see how that goes in the turn order. So, yeah, turn order is clear. Let's get the music changed to, yeah, let's go with the old reliable. So, boom. Finish. Ooh. Looks like it's going first. Let's see what Lara gets. She is quite scared. Understandably so. Bam. Bum, ba-dum. Bum, bum, bum. That's 12, so she's not gonna go. We're gonna sort descending. Kiva, you're actually up first. Sorry, tiebreaker's on. You just about beat it.
Oh, I don't even know what I can really do.
It is about that rock ridge is about 10 feet up each. So this is like 10 feet. Like this looks like we're a dry riverbed, potentially.
Okay. I'll just try and hit it with my short. I'll just move a little bit and try and hit it with my short bow.
Nice, Dave. Okay. Yeah, you can try roll to hit with the short bow. Yeah, go for it.
Where is it? There we go. 19?
See what its AC is. Let me just double check. It's not like it's pretty big, so it's, yeah, that hits. Its AC is 16. So 10 points of damage. Yeah, damage it.
Okay.
Sticks into it. Doesn't look too bothered, but it's,
How far
painful.
up did you say it was?
It's about 10 feet up. That rock. You could climb that as a monk, I'd say. Not even difficult terrain.
I think for now I'm not going to. I think I'm going to kind of duck down behind it for now just to see if it stays up there or if it comes down.
Yeah, it's going to go next. So what it's going to do is it's going to fly about 10 feet up into the air itself. And it is going to do a thing. So it's going to do its spike storm. So as it flies up, it kind of spins slightly, and the quills begin to fly off it at a great pace, and it's going to do an AoE attack on you guys that are all clustered up together.
You put us here.
Well, I dragged you in and you had time to move before I said roll initiative. So 10 feet, it is going to get everybody. That's DC 18 dex save. And Max, you get danger sense on that.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, no, unlucky lads. So you're going to take 46 points damage each. Oh, fuck. It had 19 points of damage each.
How much of that is piercing?
The first 5 and the 3, so...
Okay. 8,
Well, that is
4.
19.
It's 9 damage.
And that will need to recharge, so I'll get one of you to roll that on its next turn. That is its action, however.
Oh, wait, I'm not raging yet. Oh,
You still get danger sense, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're not. Yeah, you would have.
No.
Dexterity. Come on, Alara. Alara, she just doesn't want to roll at all. Okay, maybe that's something that needs to be fixed. There's 2.
Can I? No, I won't cast Harsh Break. I won't cast Harsh Break.
14. Okay. Alara takes that full damage as well. Yep. Minus. Oh, no, it does. It's queries. Oh, well. 19. Yeah. Okay. So, that's a big hit. You guys are not looking a bit worse for wear. Max, you are up.
I'm gonna. Oh fuck. I'm gonna.
Time to get
die
angry,
if I stay
Max.
here.
Wait, you can't see Alara and... Okay, let me just double check why they can't be seen health-wise.
Just Buddy and Kiva. There was somebody
How
else
would you-
earlier, but they seem to come back.
Trying to see what will cause that.
Well, on the EC one, when I go in, I can't see. I can only see Alara, Max, and Arthur in the PCS, so maybe they're not in there.
Is that better? Is that working now?
Nope.
I will figure out how to fix that there at
Yeah, no, I was
Other
just
side.
checking.
I think, unless it's... Oh, yeah, they're not. They're not. The EC doesn't have access to their tokens.
Yeah.
That's... Yeah, I have that. I'll fix that now.
Bala bala. Oh my god. Buddy.
Ah,
I don't know
Yep.
anything.
That is... Yeah, that's done there now. So, Max, it was your turn. If you want to continue on doing what you're doing.
I'm considering continuing on and running away at this point.
It's always an option.
That hit, literally, I'm under half hit points just from that one. I think we might be in over our heads a little bit.
Is Max saying that out loud?
Yes, very
Okay.
out loud.
Just hit it.
I can't hit a fucking thing that's in the fucking air.
Then
Is it in
throw
the air or is
something
it on
else.
up? It's through something else.
Yeah,
I can't hit something I
it
can't
shot-
fucking
yeah,
reach.
It basically shot spikes off of its tail at you.
Fuck it.
Do it again, Max.
Rage. Ah. Fuck it.
Check for nutritional
YOLO.
supplements. I mean, spikes. I mean,
YOLO.
hey, like there might be benefits to the Manticore poison, but you know, the negatives
Fine.
definitely outweigh it.
20, 25. 25 feet to get me here.
Yep, you can go 30. I'll say 30 to get up to the top, even though it's 10-foot climb, just Max is fairly tall.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably bonus action.
You've used your bonus action to rage.
No, not bonus action. Action
Dash.
to dash.
Yep.
Hello. Yeah.
It is also 10 feet in the air right now.
Yeah. See, I can't reach it.
Yeah, well, Max is what,
Yes.
6 foot, over 6 foot, so yeah, Max could reach it. It's 10 foot up. If it was 15 foot up, you'd have an issue.
I suppose just about. But then I can't hit it because I'll be dashing otherwise. So I will.
Shift C for chat there if you want to see. This thing is nasty looking.
Yeah, that
Head of a
might
lion,
be
wings of a
ugly.
dragon.
I will not dash. I will stick my feet in the ground here and
Take the dodge
just
action if you want.
ready to do something to hit it if it comes
You're
near me.
holding, okay, so you're holding your action to
I'll
attack.
hold it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hold it.
Tail of a snake? I don't know if it's a tail of a snake. That's more of a chimera, homebrew. So, I don't know. That is your turn, though. So, Buddy, you're up. That fucking hurt.
yeah, it did.
And I will say, Buddy, you might have experienced Manticore, Quill, like in the past. The venom in it is different. That they don't normally have that.
Okay. Buddy is going to. He's got a bonus action healing spirit. Right in between them all, just there. He is going to pass through himself as he walks over to Arthur.
There you go, healing spirit.
Alright, so he's going to take a d6 there. Healing.
Yep.
2.
Very
Lovely.
nice.
Brilliant. That's there for other people to use as well. And then he's going to say to Arthur, just remind me, Arthur does have arrows, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah, so he's going to say to Arthur, get me up on that thing, and he's going to wild shape into a spider, and he's going to climb onto one of the arrows in Arthur's quiver, hoping that Arthur will shoot him up onto the
Fucking nice.
thing.
Yes. Okay, we're doing the Ant-Man special. Cool.
Yeah, put a point of inspo in the build there, or if you don't have one yourself, take one.
I'll take it, thank you very much. Lovely. Thank you, Carrick.
That is peak druid gameplay. That is what you want to see from a fucking druid.
Okay.
Bring in
Perfect.
spider. Obviously a lot smaller than that.
Yeah. Arthur, it is your turn. I will say those special arrows, they're glowing slightly.
I'm going to use one of those special arrows. I'm going to tell Buddy to go on to one of the special arrows specifically. They're +1, aren't they?
They're +1 arrows, and they do seem to specifically glow in the presence of this beast.
Great. Lovely. Okay. I'm going to steady aim first and then shoot. So that's...
You want to use your inspiration.
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll that. 17, so 18.
Hits.
Okay, perfect.
Roll your normal arrow damage +1. And sneak attack. Would you get sneak attack? You would?
Yes, I would. Okay, so...
Okay, and
so 14.
Now roll an additional 2d6, please.
Oh, nice.
So as this arrow impacts, there's a flash of green light down along the shaft as it begins to convert itself into some form of energy. So it kind of it turns into this sort of natural energy, and it just rips through the Manticore itself. There, you now are somehow aware of what these arrows are, having used their magical effect. They're arrows of beast slaying.
Okay. Use the special arrow if you have one.
Yeah, so that is how much damage total? 6 + 7, that's 13 + 7 is 20 points of damage. Yeah, solid hit.
+1, so 21.
21, yeah. It's now
Okay.
it's now on double digits.
Great.
You've done good hit.
That is my go. There's not much else I can
Paddy?
do. Oh, do I have
You
any
know
health
there.
potions actually?
You might.
Can't remember if I have any or not. I do. I have 2 healing potions. I'm going to take one as
Thanks
a
for
bonus
popping in.
action.
Roll the.
D6 is it?
Yeah.
Oh, where did I not roll? 6, not bad.
Yeah.
And that is my turn.
Cool. Next up, I believe it's Kiva. Wait, what? Is it? Are we missing somebody? We're missing Lara. Give me 1 sec here. Let me just roll Lara.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, guys. I thought I did it, but that sheet's giving me a bit of grief. Where she informed the initiative. Lara would have went just before Arthur. I'm just gonna have her go now. Is that okay with you guys? Just because I accidentally left her out. Let's say maybe she just heard Buddy and Arthur's plan and was like, "Oh yeah, actually, go ahead first." Manticore's not a person, so I think she'd have slightly less issue with this. Apologies for it if I'm wrong, but what she's gonna do is a mind whip on this thing. It's gonna make a DC 13 intelligence save.
Psychic's non-lethal anyway.
Some of the time. That's a 0. So the Manticore is going to take the 8 points of psychic, and it can take a reaction until the end of its next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it can take a move or action or bonus action. Only gets one of the 3. So yeah, that's actually debilitating. It's a great spell. This takes 8 points of psychic damage as like a bit of a pink fluid leaks out of its ears. Kiva, now it's your turn.
I'm going to climb up this little cliff.
Yep.
Right here and use the funny arrow because I heard Arthur shouting to use the funny arrow.
Yeah, so just add a +1 to your damage roll.
Okay, let's see if I can hit first. Cross my fingers.
Oh, actually, and Alara would have spread out as well, just because she's seen that this. Should have went to here.
10. Can I use the
Plus one's
inspo that's
11.
in the pot?
You can?
I'm
Oh yeah, I
asking up
used one of
there.
those inspo from the pot actually because I had my inspiration gone.
Oh, you used it, did you?
How many inspos did we have in the pot?
1.
Oh,
Okay, unfortunately, then yeah. Now the
Sorry.
arrow, it does sail
You're right.
up and it lands. Now I will say because it didn't seem to hit its target, it didn't seem to like explode into that green light. So it is retrievable. You can still make use of that arrow in future.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's me.
So with that information, the two of you would know this arrow once it hits its attack. Oh yeah, Paddy, I will give Alara the D6 from your healing spirit. Sorry, thanks for reminding me, guys. Do keep track. Or actually, sorry, not D -6, not just 6. No, wait, what? 11. Yeah, and then slash arrow 1d6. She's gonna get 5 back. So good job, Paddy. You're contributing. So that is Kiva, your turn, is it? Or you have a second action attack as well? You can have a second attack, or do you?
No,
Bonus
I
action?
don't think that's
Oh,
only
melee,
a
yeah.
long strike and I can't reach.
Sorry, you're level 4, not level 5. I'm thinking of. So the Alpha Manticore is going to take its turn now. Because of the Mind Whip, I'm going to say it's only going to get one of its attacks out of its attack action. And I'm going to need somebody to roll a d6 for me, please. On a 6, the Spike Storm recharges.
I'll roll. God help me. Thank fucking God.
Yep. Okay, so it is going to make a tail spine attack. It is going to aim, because Arthur, you did do a lot of damage. Oh, you fucking lucky bastard. It's going to aim for you, and it's going to do a 24 to hit. Which is going to do 10 points of piercing and 2 points of poison.
Sorry, who was that hidden?
You.
Ah, shite. Okay.
Yeah. You saved, though, so, like,
Yeah.
it could have been a crit, so, you know, you got lucky.
I got lucky, so 12. Yeah.
12 points total. And also, can you make me a DC 14 con save?
Yep.
Ooh, you have the poison condition, so disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Fuck, that's not good. Okay, yeah.
Good thing you have a feature to balance that out, though.
Yes, but still, not. It's.
Yeah.
That means I have to get up and close personal with it.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, buddy, it's now your turn. You are a spider on its back. Dropping wild shape is a free action, if that's what as well. So, you're muted.
And Spirit is still there, just so Arthur knows in front of him. So there's 2 more
Yeah.
uses of that. And so, yeah, I will drop Wild Shape. I would look to use maybe either, if I need to, Animal Handling to kind of stay on rodeo style if that happens at any stage.
I will allow animal handling, yeah.
Okay. Now, is there anything different? Like, is this for made of metal? Is there anything unusual about this creature? Like that would, you know...
So, it's about like half the size of a manticore again. So it's very big. Its fangs and claws are much longer, and it does have a row of spines down its back that are more like horn, like bone structure, like more draconic than a normal manticore would have. It's not their actual spines, and the spines itself, as I said, they're barbed and they look much more like lethal than your standard manticores.
Okay.
It's I will say it's kind of hard to tell while it's thrashing about with you on its back exactly how it's different, whether this is natural or it's unnatural.
Okay, well, he's not put on top there. So Buddy is holding on tight. He's got his knees tucked
Oh, it also
in.
has horns. Yeah.
He's got his horns. Okay. He's got his knees tucked in underneath the kind of armpit of the wings, and he's holding on tight. And he's going to cast his cantrip, produce flame. So flame comes up in one of his hand, and he's just going to blast it into the back of its head. And that will do 25 to hit. Surely that's it.
Yeah.
And 6 fire damage.
6 points fire. Yeah, look, every piece of damage helps. It is going to take the full 6. I don't think it has any resistances or immunities. Let me just double check. It's immune to only immune to poison damage. Yeah. So yeah, I'll take the full 6.
Nice. It's a bonus action I haven't used. That's it for now, and I just hold on for dear life.
Yeah. Okay, and I will say it won't be able to attack you because of where specifically you positioned it yourself because of your description. That's good, smart positioning. Max, it is your turn.
I will take a slightly running leap at this fucking thing in here, with a view of trying to be sort of more underneath it, looking up, so I can sort of take a leap up and try to down its chest, if possible. So 5.
You got a boon
10,
for Kiva.
15,
Thanks, Dave.
20. I won't stick myself right underneath it, but because I can't move my token then. But that kind of idea. And I will take a swing at it.
Trying to open it up from below.
I will do a reckless attack, I think, as well, because why not?
Get your advantage, yeah.
Oh my god. That's a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Yeah, that's fucking tiny odds there. Good, yeah, you hit. Good thing you went reckless. Give me a D100 as well when you're doing that.
Yes. Right. So the damage is 10. I'll roll that again. Yeah.
You roll the D8 again. Yeah.
Okay. So 10 plus those, so 19.
It'll be 10 plus. So no, 10 is be the D8 plus 4, so it's a 6 plus 4, and it'll be 10 plus 5 because you rolled a 5 on the damage die. Plus your bonus.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah. So it'll be 10 plus 5. 15 points damage. Yep. And a D100, please.
Plus 2 for rage.
Yep. So 17 points damage. Yep.
Plus elemental damage. I've got 1 D8 fire damage that I will add as a bonus action as well. Roll. 1.
Okay.
Came out as a 1.
Seen better days. These are. I would say this thing is a creature is bloodied. No, oh fuck! It might be worse than bloodied.
And a 91.
You strike with extreme force. Roll an additional set of damage die beyond your normal critical roll. So reroll a D8. And actually, sorry, your bonus action D8. No, sorry, that's separate. That's not on the attack roll. It's a bonus action. So yeah, you don't reroll that. So yeah, roll an additional D8.
Yep. I will say 7.
7, yeah. So yeah, big solid hit. It's bloodied. Max, you've took a huge slicing gash out of its stomach. You haven't quite cut through to its stomach yet, but like the flesh has started to open up around, and you can kind of see that weird membrane that would be the inside of its, like the outer layer of its stomach there. It's pretty gross.
I'm happy with it being a slicing gash.
Yep. Alara is now up, and she is going to take her turn to shoot something at it. Ray of Frost, I think, again. See if that helps. Yeah, normal roll. That is gonna hit with the 22 for 6 points of cold damage. I think it does something else. The speed is reduced by 10 feet, which will potentially be helpful if it decides to try fly off a paddy. So, yep. That's it for Alara's turn. Arthur, you're up.
Perfect. Okay. So I rolled a d6 for the healing thingamajiggy. Perfect. Okay. Oh, great. A 1.
Lucky, mate. I will say this thing looks like it's taking a beating.
Okay. Not feeling well. Very much stumbling. Gonna kind of crouch down to steady aim. One of the fancy arrows
It'll be a
I
straight
will
roll.
not. It will be a straight roll, and I will not get sneak attack. That's a 25
You would get
to
sneak
hit.
attack if an ally within 5 feet.
It only for me. It's only for melee that the rakish authority works.
Yeah, but your
that-
the standard sneak attack.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
25 hits,
lovely.
yeah.
25 hits. Okay. And you said 2d6, didn't you? For the
2d6, so that will be 12 plus 2, so that's 14 plus 10, that's 24. Yeah, that's a big hit. Like, once again,
Yeah.
that arrow kind of clips through its wing and kind of takes a huge chunk out of its wing membrane. So that's big damage.
I'm going to eat you. Just to be clear.
Give it up.
Is it still up in the air?
Still about 10 feet in the air now. I will say if you make a running jump, you can get up to it to like do a dope monk shit. You're a monk. I'll just ask for an acrobatics. Actually, no, I won't even ask for an acrobatics shot because Max was able to take his running leap at it.
Because I'm going to assume I'm not going to know where the arrow has gone from where I am.
Yeah, I'll allow you to have a look after the fact. Yeah, but it's not really up. Yeah, like
Okay, well then I will just run.
yeah,
and
you'll
jump out.
have to search. You'll have to search after the thing. We'll need a check.
Cool boola. Right, I will try and hit it with my spider staff, even though
Yep.
the poison won't.
Well, yeah,
24?
So, yeah, 24 hits for 5 points of bludgeoning. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do my unarmed strike and try and topple it with my unarmed strike.
Yep.
Unarmed strike. Fucking A.
Unfortunately, misses. Yeah, it just like as you hit it, it kind of like pirouettes in the air and it kind of you just sail past.
Tricky trickster. That's it then, and I'll just stay here.
Okay, Max, it is going to make. I think it has to make a save for the Tasha's Mind Whip. No, it's just its next turn. So Max, it is going to unload its multi-attack on you. Because you disemboweled it.
I might as well just die there.
Oh, you've resistance. You should be fine. So
It has
the
advantage
exact-
as well because
yeah.
I reckless attack last time.
It does, yeah. So it's gonna first off start with a bite. So that's 21.
Yeah, just about.
That is 10 piercing down to 5.
Sure.
Claw. To 9, up to 11, which misses. Yeah. And a 22, which is going to do 9 points of slashing damage down to 9, down to 8, down to 4. Yep. So yeah, you actually mostly it's gotten you close, but that is its turn. Buddy, you're up.
Oh, it's me. Lovely. Can I try animal handling to kind of like the way you'd kind of half direct a wild horse or something like down lower?
Actually, I will say just real quick, it is going to, as it's 10 feet up in the air, it is actually going to fly a bit higher. So it's going to go about another 20 feet up. But yeah, you can try. I will say that will be your action to do.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So it's now about 30 feet in the air.
28 feet in there, and I'll try and get it to go down, obviously.
Yeah, animal handling, yeah.
Animal handling. Here we go. Come on, baby. 12.
I'm gonna see what I roll there. It's wisdom, I guess. So unfortunately with a 15, it's gonna resist that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, so like it starts to kind of, as you kind of lean it starts to kind of spirit right down, but then it actually realizes that you're trying to direct it down into harm's way and kind of soars back up a bit. And that's kind of what causes it to go to 30 feet in the air.
Cool.
There. So
I will keep as well. There's one more healing from the healing spirit left.
yeah. Okay. Is that it for your turn? Like you don't want to move to try to jump down or anything?
Oh god, no.
Yeah, falling damage just sucks. Max, it is your turn. This thing is out of your reach for melee attacks.
Well, fuck. cough up a little bit of blood.
It was flying, Dave, but it was kind of hovering over the battlefield so it could still fight. But yeah, then it took a beating in like 2 turns.
I'm gonna, cough up some blood, and fuck this. 5, 10, 15-ish feet somewhere in here, and use the hide action.
Yeah,
to try
okay,
to
well,
hide
stop.
somewhere in these trees.
Yeah. Oh, you think it's hard to tell. You're kind of focused on the fact you're in bits.
There's like a thin tree, and I'm standing behind it, hidden.
Okay. So Alara is going to. What's she going to do? She's going to. Sorcery paints. She got 4. She's going to do a quicken spell, and she's going to fire off a magic missile at first level. So 1, 2, 3, and do 7 points of damage to this thing. And then she's going to use her action to do a cantrip and do her Ray of Frost again. So roll standard. Where's it gone? Which will unfortunately miss. So that is it for her turn. Arthur, you're up.
Perfect. So I'm gonna do more or less the exact same thing. I'm just going to steady aim, shoot.
Yep. Roll to hit.
With the last of my beastie arrows.
Yep, Beast Slayer arrows, yep.
Yeah. It's 22.
22 hits, yeah.
Okay. Okay, not doing great in the damage. But...
Well, plus 7. Arthur, how do you do this?
Oh, okay. So I'm kind of like shaking. I had your head on my fucking dining room wall, and I'm gonna put it right through its head. I know it's kind of flying, so I'm gonna put it like right through its heart, if possible.
Yeah, you just pierce its heart with it. Yeah, and it takes a huge chunk out of the center of this thing. I will say I'm going to need a dexterity save from both Kiva and Paddy, as it's kind of going to crash to the ground at them.
Well, I'm on top of it, but I'll probably still need to do something.
Yeah, well, it's because it falls, it kind of flips.
I was going to say I'll jump off at the last minute, jokingly, but let's see what happens here.
Kiva, you're fine. Buddy, you are going to take it's 30 feet up, so it's 1d6 for each 10 feet, so you're going to take 3d6 points damage.
You want to roll that, Carrick?
Actually, you know what? I'll let you roll that.
Okay, here we go. 3d6. 9, that's not too bad. Oh, Jesus. Close enough, though.
It's a close. Like, you crack your head off the ground. It's a nasty fall, but you've been dropped from higher, from bigger beasts in your past. But yeah, that hurt. And then it does kind of land on top of you. I'm not going to roll damage for that, but, you know, it fucking hurts. With that, the Manticore is slain. There. So I'm going to drop it down the music and change it to something else. I was hoping I'd recharge that Spine Storm at least one more time so I could drop it on somebody. Shook. That Mind Whip that I threw at myself really fucked it over because it didn't get to do its multi-attack. It would have knocked one of his. But yeah, this thing cranes into the ground on top of Buddy, and now you guys can kind of, now it's sprawled out like that, you can see just how big it is. So for context, a normal Manticore is maybe the size of a lion with wings. This thing's about like close to the size of like a fucking
much bigger lion.
Yeah, small car. Like, yeah, much bigger lion is correct. Yeah, so it's big. It doesn't look entirely natural now that you're ever getting a good look at it either. Like,
yeah,
a Manticore wouldn't be known for having horns.
Is there any kind of check that we could do that, like, I don't know, medicine or something that we could kind of see if we can get any more information from it, because we know it doesn't look quite right.
I'll take nature, medicine, or arcana.
Okay, I'll try medicine.
Let's do an arcana.
15.
Okay.
Arcana ain't great, but fuck it. That's a nat
one.
one.
Yeah. Arthur, you're like, this is just a big fucking Manticore. It's fine. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
15. Kiva, I'll give it to you with that. This thing looks. There are like carvings, or not carvings per se, but there are marks on its skin that look to have been inflicted with, like, you know, where shackles may have been.
Oh.
Like around its wrists and like on like legs. I don't know if it's wrists, the equivalent of an animal's wrists, I suppose. There are like scar marks from where it may have been, you know, cut in the past, and that could be just from battle, but they look very straight, so they must have been done by a blade, not necessarily claws.
Okay.
The horns are what kind of throws you most. I'll give it to you with the 15. It reminds you similar to what you've seen with, you know, the spider creatures you faced at the start of Sun's Grace, or Salmon when he was twisted.
Hmm.
You hear Buddy shouting, "Can you give me some, give me out of this
Yeah.
thing?"
Lift up the wing and let him out.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. And I'm gonna.
Guys, there's
use
something really wrong with this thing.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I've never really seen a Manticore before. Well, I've
It
seen
must
a
have horns.
decapitated head. Yes, the one I had at home didn't have heads. Didn't have horns.
No.
But it didn't have its head either.
And look at all these marks on its skin.
And as well, as I said, for the spines, instead of looking more like natural, like a porcupine spine or something like that, they're like almost steely barbs.
This is something that we might have seen, like something we might have seen before, you guys.
Can you be more specific? We've seen a lot of weird shit in the last couple of days.
I don't know if I can, because it might be something to do with something.
Oh yeah.
Something dark side.
Something bad, something evil.
something entity.
Yes.
Okay.
Does it
So
look
okay.
We need
pregnant?
to get a hand signal for it or something.
Okay, interesting question. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
This is a male.
No.
Well. Okay.
Oh, you just had to look.
Does the nest area look how it should look? As in, like, does it look like it's been there a while, or that it's new?
If you root around enough, you find a dead body wearing cultist robes.
Okay.
Like similar to what you've seen the cultists wear in the past. There's on that body you find about 15 gold pieces. Nothing really of important. It's been savaged but not eaten.
Okay.
There's not yeah, like there's like off-shed spines that are like around that you can collect. They function as a dart that'll do an extra d6 poison.
I'm gonna grab that arrow that I fired off.
Yeah, you can. I'll need a investigation check there to have a look for that there, because you did shoot it off, and there is a, as you can see here, a pond kind of that's landed in. Yeah, 19. You find it. Takes you a few minutes, but you find it. There.
I come
as
back
it's
over
magical,
to
it's
Arthur and I
completely
go,
undamaged.
"Do you want this back? I'm not very good with my short bow."
I'm going to take that. I only have one of them left. Thank you very much. Keep the short bow though, and keep the normal arrows.
Will do. Can we find your ones? Did you fire some that didn't hit?
You do see
No.
there are like arrow wounds that seem to go much deeper when you're infecting it. So like like you can see where the arrowhead stopped, and it's like there's like a beam of energy is pierced in or put through.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which is
No,
sort of
I
how that worked.
I don't miss. Well, no, I miss a lot, but when it counts, I don't miss.
Good
I'll
shot.
come out from behind the tree. Finally, eventually. Oh, it's fucking dead. Good, yeah. Good job. I'll
Yes.
gently go up to it and sort of give it a bit of a poke. Just to make sure.
As you poke it, just kind of like as a death reflex, it just kind of flicks its arm forward. Nearly hits you, but it doesn't.
Ah, fuck.
Guys, some of you
Yeah.
look very hurt.
Yeah.
Yes. I think we should.
Oh yeah, you're all full of you all have these spines sticking out of you. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
I think this is actually not a bad spot just to take a rest. We could also butcher it and maybe, I don't know, we could probably sell its hide.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you
Well,
Maybe some of it's
definitely
horn.
could. If you give me 2 seconds here, if you're going to try butcher it, I will get a thing up. There's a creature loot table here.
Yeah.
Laura
Butcher.
will do it.
Was
She's
medicine?
the leather worker here.
Butchering
no,
it would
we
be a
sell it,
medicine
yeah.
or survival check. Yeah, give me 1 second. I just want to get the actual. I think there is a thing for this in one of our channels in Discord.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
Loot
I've seen it.
thing.
Creature loot. I know Dave is a fan of it, and I know Sean used to use it a lot. Creature loot. Creature loot.
Buddy would
I've
be
also
quite
seen one that gives all what meats and stuff you'd get from it.
Yeah,
good at
I
survival.
don't really want to eat it. It's poisoning me.
I would strongly recommend against eating.
Yeah.
As you go to do it. Actually, Arthur, as you have that line of thought, you hear something in the back of your head. It's like, I wouldn't if I were you.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I have a feeling this is going to be like that very rare type of sushi that I've eaten. That it has to be prepared
not
very
good.
specifically, or else you'll die.
Look, your patron actually gives a shit about you, Arthur.
Yeah, but I don't give a shit about him. There's a difference here.
Creature loot. There, David posted it. Thank you, Dave.
Buddy will.
I'm gonna.
Go on.
Sorry, I'm gonna position it in a suitable way, and with my battle axe lop its head off, so we can
Yep.
prove that we killed it.
Oh yeah.
And then
Its
I've
head
just
is
got
pretty
something-
big.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
You
pretty
have a
strong
bag.
now.
You have a bag of holding that you could shove it in.
Okay, just be careful. Let's just chuck it in.
Yeah, watch out for spines. I will say, if you prick your hand on the spine, it's gonna fucking suck.
I'm going to sit down. And I feel like
Aliens, elementals. Can I just search? Is there a way to search Control F?
Buddy will
Yeah, there is.
sharpen up his sickle, and unless someone feels they're better at it, he will try and butcher this and harvest it, whatever you want to call it.
do you know when you're your friend has had far too much to drink, stands up, and then suddenly just sits back down again and just
Yeah.
gone to the world? I think that's Arthur right now as the poison is finally hitting him.
Hey, Manticore. Okay, so can I get a DC 12 survival check or medicine or whichever you prefer?
Survival, so +6, 20.
Okay, yeah, you'll get all of these essentially. Can you roll me another D20, please?
Ooh, another D20. Yeah, a 1.
You get 1 salvageable dart spike.
Ah!
You found about 10 dotted around, but you get 1 extra. They act as darts that deal a D6 poison damage. So then you will get. Can I get a D2?
Yeah.
You'll have to type that one. It doesn't show anything. It's like a coin flip.
Fuck. How do I type that?
Just slash R1 D2.
R1 D2. Beep boop. Oh, someone else do it there. Coming up on.
Just do it. Roll a D4 odds, and then we'll just do 1 to 2 as a 1, 2 to 4, 3 to 4 as a
2.
2. You get 2 Manticore wings. You manage to salvage both the wings.
Oh.
They can be used as a blanket as is. However, they're crafted using leatherworking tools or by giving it to a specialist. Into a cloak that gives advantage on taming griffins and wyverns.
Shit.
Yeah. And then lastly, can I get a D8?
Let someone else roll that just for the fun. If anyone else wants to have a go.
Sure. Love roll me some dice. That's 7.
7, you get 7 teeth, which can be crafted into dice, or if you get 20 teeth, you can use them as a bag of caltrops.
Cool. Arthur, you put that into your stuff, so since you rolled it.
Perfect. Oh yes, I've been meaning to collect some dice like this. Very nice. All the rage back up. You also might want to make that. We can make those into a cape. There was some fancy fucking prick who had one. Oh.
Sure. Why not? Any of you guys any good at leatherworking?
Again, I'm not actually a noble, but I am a bit of a knob, you know.
I yeah, don't need to tell me that.
We hadn't noticed.
You know, like close to being a nobility, a knob.
Ah,
Oh, Lord.
As opposed to a knobhead.
Exactly.
Does
That's
any
the
of the
head
leatherworkers
of a
do it?
noble house.
Yes. Does
I
anyone have
wonder we
leatherworking
should
tools proficiencies?
don't think so.
Don't think so.
Herbalism kit. That's not going to do anything.
Yeah, that's
No.
not really a common one. Unless you have an artificer who uses his proficiency for nearly all tools. Yeah, there's people in town that could definitely do it for you. Like, but you know that the blacksmith in town is pretty good.
Cool. Well, he'll fold them up and he'll say, we'll get that sorted when we get home now.
Yeah, all will fit into the bag of holding.
I'm a little bit hungry.
I think maybe we should just like rest up for a little bit. You guys look really quite unwell, and we don't know if this guy has a sister.
Partner. Oh, Jesus. Should we rest here or back at the Hunter's Lodge?
The Hunter's Lodge is only about 20 minutes away.
Yeah, let's get to the Hunter's Lodge then.
Yeah, Hunter Lodge.
Shoot sweet.
I'll say, just to kind of speed this up and get to a close, you can manage to get there back there without any issue. Still no sign of that goblin that ran off. I'm happy to say it can take a while securing the Hunter's Lodge. By the time you do so, wouldn't be late at night, but it'd be evening. Like, so it'd be long enough time has passed that you'd be able to take a long rest and set off early in the morning back towards Sun's Grace. So with that, I think it's it. Yeah, with that, I think we'll do the long rest and then we'll finish up at the end of that. So who is taking the first watch?
I don't mind taking it because I'm pretty okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab you and drag you over. Actually, sure, your tokens will be on that map anyways, and just be grand.
I feel like Arthur passed out as soon as he got to something of a bed. Fights off the poison.
Take one of the last
Yep.
watches, because I'd be sleeping off, getting twatted around the head by spikes.
Yeah, that's fair. So this is probably the best room to stay in, as there's a fireplace you can get lit because it will get fairly cold. It looks like your HP might have reset itself, guys, so just put it to whatever it was.
That was just me, actually.
Yeah, Max is as well. Max, I think you're on 3. So, pop you back. So, as you guys are kind of arrived, so yeah, so Kiva, you're taking the first watch. Can I get a D20 roll off you, please? You might be muted, Kate. Okay, no, never mind. 17. Okay, so as you're taking a watch, I'd assume you're probably like either looking out the window or maybe you're moving about the house there throughout.
Yeah.
You don't nothing particularly crazy happens. You do hear the sound of wings above the house. Briefly.
Okay.
I will say you do at this point notice that the baby dragon that was sleeping in Alara's bag is no longer there. Nobody's been checking on it for the last while, and it seemed to have left.
Okay.
Yeah. So the dragon has escaped. It's kind of the first time it's popped into your mind that you haven't seen it since Sun's Grace.
Okay.
So potentially it's hidden itself away there, or it's escaped into the wilds. As well as that, I suppose what you will notice is out of the corner of your vision in the woods, as it starts to get darker, you just see this shadowy figure moving about. But every time you look away and look back, it's gone. and it
not
reappears a
good.
few minutes later somewhere else. It's
Why did we
always in
let
the
the
corner
corrupted
of your
one?
vision.
Crap. Okay.
Looks vaguely humanoid, but not quite.
Oh god.
And then, are you doing anything with that? Or are you just staying there? Or?
I'm just gonna stay and try and keep catching it.
It
or
never
try
seems
not-
to come into the clearing where the moonlight touches.
Okay. And then whoever is getting up next, I will pass it on.
Yeah. So who's taking the second watch?
It's supposed to be myself, considering I don't need the
Yeah.
default. So I will turn I'll bring the chair over here and I'll put it facing this way so I can see out the this window. I can see that door.
Yeah. So, buddy, as you're kind of taking your watch, just keep it. You mentioned the shadowy figure, so
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
yeah, like you're still seeing it out
And
of
the
the corner of your
dragon.
vision. Yeah. You're like, the dragon's missing, and Buddy's like, what dragon? You didn't have
Yeah,
that. What?
By the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, like you mentioned that shadowy figure, and like you're catching glimpses of it right up until you go to sleep, just out the window. And if at any point you try to be like, there, buddy, if you look over, nothing's there.
Okay.
And I'll say, can I get a D20 off yourself, please, as well?
Oh yeah.
And then I'll go off whatever question you had there. We'll come back to it.
3.
3. Okay, and what was it you were saying there?
Things are quiet and this window is closed. So
Yeah.
on my watch, I'm gonna wander down here
Yeah.
and I'm gonna get the bear trap.
Yep.
Reset it and put it outside this window.
Which window? That one? Yeah.
This one, and sit back in the chair.
Yeah.
Facing this way.
That's easily doable. Makes a bit of a clink noise as you do so it might disturb one or two of the party members, but they're quickly back to sleep. During your watch, nothing really happens. You do see like yellow eyes in the woods, but you'd know enough about nature to know it's probably a wolf.
Yep.
Or two, could be multiple. True, but that's normal. You know yourself, wolves are realistically nothing to be worried about unless you're, unless they're dire wolves, which will occasionally prey on humans because of the disparity in size. But normal wolves are usually happy enough to keep to themselves. They don't really want anything to do with people. They view them as a threat. The rest of your watch will pass without much of a disturbance. You kind of keep an eye out for that shadowy figure Kiva mentioned, but you don't see it. At no point during the watch does anything kind of show itself.
Okay, once the watch is over, I will bring back in the bear trap and unset it.
Yep.
I don't want any innocent animals getting killed. And
you can take it with you if you want.
Actually, do you know what? I will.
Yeah.
You might regret that, Carrick.
I actually no. You know what? I am excited to see what you do with it. So you can definitely take that with you, and so that's kind of it for the long rest. Like nothing else really happens. I will say, Arthur, you do have a bit of a disturbed sleep. Just dreams of battle kind of plague your mind. Like you're like an onlooker viewing very bloody battlefields, and they flit in and out. That's about it.
Okay.
And with that, I think that's as good of a time as any to call a close to our session as we wake up for the next morning for your trip back to Sun's Grace.
Nice.
So guys, thanks.
Thing in the thing.
Oh, I will let you do that there. Kiva, can I get an actually just real quick? Can I get an insight check
Oh god.
on yourself?
I'm inside myself. Okay.
Yep.
The most insightful checks.
How well do I know me?
14. I'll give it to you at a 14. You're starting to worry that your mind is playing tricks on you.
Okay.
Like
Just gonna
that's
keep that to herself for now.
yeah. Like if Buddy kind of chimes in and says, "Yeah, no, I didn't see anything," and I couldn't see it when you're thinking, the logical explanation would be is my mind kind of projecting that.
Yay.
So with that, we'll close our session, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Do make sure to stick around on Thursday for the return of Candlekeep. It's been gone for quite a while, so I know the players are definitely super excited to get back into it, and I'm honestly quite happy to see where they go. And it's a good crew, and Rep is a great DM, so it'll be good to see him back in the chair. For those of you who may not be aware, we are actually currently looking at doing a bit of recruiting for some new players to kind of spice up the Discord, get a few new faces on one-shots. So there'll be a form going up in the Discord soon. We're just working on that at the moment. That will get people to fill out, and we're going to be having a look at running some off-stream one-shots. Myself and a few of the other GMs will probably do that over the next coming weeks to months. Kind of try to just get a few more faces on the streams there that haven't had a chance to play, give a few more people a chance to get out there and stuff. So if you have any interest, once we do that, we will probably drop an at everyone ping there or something like that. I'm not 100% certain, but keep an eye out. In the meantime, make sure you guys give us a follow on the socials. I want to say a big massive thank you to Kay here for teching and playing. As always, absolutely smashed it. If you guys are looking for battle maps, I do believe, Kate, is your commissions open or closed at the moment?
Again, yep.
Open again. So it's a map IRE, I think, on socials.
It's a map IRE and a new pack of like Abyss Hellish maps just dropped on Drive-Thru RPG. So if you find me on the socials, you can get the links.
Yeah, definitely worth giving a look. Like if you guys are have seen what's on our Patreon there, like it's all top quality material, and you can get some direct from Kate there through that. So if you want to see more examples of Kate's work there, any of the streams ran by Dave, all maps are done by Kate. So if you want to see an example of what you're getting into before you get into commission, there's a wealth of resources there for you to see, because Kate's one of the best map makers in the business. As well as that there, I'd like to say a massive thank you to everyone who's turned up to the streams there. We're, I think, over 18 months into this now, according to my sub notification there. So it's a massive, I suppose, I really appreciate you giving us this, platform that we can tell our stories, and you guys can waste your time watching our time, I suppose, in that regard. So it's all much appreciated. So with that, I'll see you in 2 weeks. I believe I'll probably be back at multiple points next week. I think Ayers to the hand and Suffer on Sagi should see me in. Ideally, I think Ayers is returning with a one-shot next week at some stage, so hopefully we'll be able to get back in that and tune in to our next stream, which is Shadow Dark, or no, sorry, not Shadow Dark, as I said, Candlekeep, and then following Shadow Dark. And stay tuned, we're gonna have something coming on Sundays real soon for you. It's a 4-shot mini campaign there in the Daggerheart system by Tabletop RPG, which is going to be ran by Wayne of Sorcery and Shenanigans. So it'll be definitely a good one to check out. So without further ado, guys, I'll see you. Have a good day.